Okay.
Alright, so level up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a piss, bro.
Do
Here
I
you
have to
go.
level up?
A
Yeah.
nice burp for the stream starting.
No,
Hell
you
yeah.
don't.
Fuck
You don't
you.
have to level up.
All right, how do I do this dual screen nonsense here now?
What dual screen?
Do I have to like open Roll20 in another window?
No. Okay, so you're on Roll20, right?
Yeah.
Click on like your character sheet or whatever.
Okay.
See next to your name, there's a double box button.
Double box button.
Click that.
Click that.
That will open your character sheet in another window.
Hmm.
Some little kid just said, I'm just gonna die. He knows what's good. He knows what's good the future holds for him. I shouldn't say that. I'm on stream. Fuck.
I haven't linked it anywhere yet.
Oh my god, guys. Oh, this is way better.
Oh man.
Slap that all on the floor.
Did you guys not play when I was gone?
No, we did.
Yeah, we did. I'm at 1 HP, my dude. You saved the day and you weren't even here, Ozog.
Ogre called me like I was like so confused talking to him.
Dude, he had you on speakerphone and I laughed so
I was
fucking
so
hard.
lost. I was like, who the fuck is talking to me?
He said, "Where you at for D&D, bro? I think you have the wrong number."
I didn't hear him because I was in like the loud area.
I think
Dude, your life is a fucking loud area, my dude.
Yeah.
Alright, so I haven't heard from Shade or List yet. List said he
Yo,
was
what's
going
up?
What do you mean?
AFK. Oh,
I
okay.
said I was
List.
taking a piss. I'm good.
Alright, did everything come out alright?
Better than I expected.
How did I save the day?
Hell yeah. I have to set up a fan in my fucking office. It's burning up in here today.
Dude, let's just say me and fucking Morn Brightholm over here are fucking walking into our fucking death, and you came over with some big
I'll
ass crits.
Oh, finally, huh?
I'll give him a recap real quick
Rapier
Okay.
somebody?
once I get all set up.
I
Has
don't.
anybody heard from Shade?
I don't think Ogre missed a rapier attack when he was playing your tune. So no.
I don't think I did.
Fuck.
I don't think I
I'm
missed
never
a
gonna hit it.
single rapier. Alright, we're gonna assume Shade is here and just being his typical creepy self.
Hell yeah. Now you know. Now he's gonna know you like 5 minutes later. He's gonna be like, "I'm back."
Let me close out WoW and shit. I want to give Ozog a proper summary.
Give it to him,
Since
man.
there's a lot of shit going on. Ozog, how much of the map can you see right now?
A little corner right here.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, so very quickly, I'm gonna move your character around. Hopefully it will reveal all the places you have been. If not, oh well.
Remember, we haven't been here.
Yeah, well, Ozog has not been there, but he's been just about everywhere else. So, I will recant everything in just a second. Ozog, did that reveal most of the map to you?
Jack shit.
Oh, well,
Excellent.
So
Yeah.
I could only see the same thing.
working as intended.
This one square.
That's it?
Yep.
What the fuck? Nah, you can't see around you even?
I don't even see me. it's all black and like a gray tile.
What?
Is the tile detailed?
Oh, hold on. You have your torch out. What can you see now?
Oh shit, okay. Now I can see a lot more.
Can you
See
see
this room? I can kind of into this one, kind of one.
Can you see 10? Okay. Quickly. We're going to do this again. 10,
Alright.
8, 7, 6 ish here. 5. You saw that. That room. That room. And then entering down here, you saw this room. So that's all you've explored.
Okay.
You've seen in there too, because the door was open. All right, so we have Adonis with us in Roll20, so I will let you guys know. Last session, Ozog, there was a large banquet for your adventuring company where you were mislabeled the Rowdy Creek Experience. It's a long story. Don't worry too much about it.
Okay.
Point is, you guys had a feast with the township, most important people, if you will, who came and told you their various reasons for wanting you to deal with the Red Brands or not. A couple different hooks were mentioned, such as jobs. Hopefully somebody took notes. I think someone did. But jobs that you could do and ways to get into the hideout. You guys took an alternate entrance to the hideout, finding a tunnel in the forest through a tip from a small halfling boy who sometimes plays in the woods and saw bandits outside. Specifically, he said, I saw bandits with some big furry monsters. So you guys entered the cave to be confronted by a curious creature whose face was dominated by a large eye and was otherwise made of desiccated, scarred flesh that communicated without speaking. He guarded a ravine where his treasures were hidden, in addition to a lurking jelly monster, the origin of which you guys did not discover. Thorough exploration of the hideout led you guys to a cell with prisoners in it after fighting skeletons rushing out of their tomb at your intrusion. All of this eventually led you to confront the master of Trezendar Manor, Glassstaff the Wizard. Upon first blush, there appeared to be two of him. With the first quickly dispatched, it was revealed to be an illusion. Now, this is where you came in. While everybody was, blundering about in Glassstaff's laboratory, you decided to go back and rob some graves. You collected 6 platinum signet rings that have a value, which you can find out when you take them to a shop somewhere. You also looted the small well that you might have seen in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. There was a hidden satchel inside with some potions that you proffered to the party members on your return. You found them in the midst of quite a pitched battle with roughly 6 ruffians. Your friends, Morn and Gordor, were caught right in the thick of it somehow, separated from the rest of the party. You can obviously inquire to that after, you've handled the situation in front of you in character. But that brings us basically to where we are right now. By my reckoning, we have just about re-engaged with Glassstaff. It is his turn. And you are all in combat with a wizard. So, everybody here, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this. I'm ready to suck glass ass dick. Wait, what?
Hell yeah.
Suck his glass now.
Yo.
So, when we last left off, Glassstaff and the party had some light skirmishing. His illusion had been banished. The glass staff that remains upright in his bed, staff in hand, prepared for the worst, it seems, rises, and he spreads his hands before him, his staff borne in one, nothing in the other, and he says, "Come now, gentlemen, guests, friends, why do you barge into my home so?"
Wait, we don't see him, right? Or what the hell? I don't remember what's
You
going on.
should.
Cause we're all outside his room.
Doors flung open.
I see.
He has stepped into line of sight for most of you. We can, for this
Oh,
session,
okay. Yeah.
we'll give you all very clear.
I don't remember did we start fighting or
Yeah,
no?
yeah. I kicked the door open, remember?
We pretty much left at I kicked the door open.
And then Roger killed
Because
his
his illusion.
yeah. And that was it.
And my headset died, so that was the end. We stopped before he took any action or reaction to your intrusion. However, his reaction is much more curious than his wards, which had previously casted spells at you guys upon your intrusion. He implores you to explain yourselves.
Hold on. Going through the notes.
We're here to end your reign over this town. I say exhaustedly.
Ah, he says, but are you sure it's my reign you're ending?
What do you mean by that? Explain.
I wonder, do you know even who I am, or who pulls the strings that bind me?
Are you not Glassstaff, the leader of the Red Bands?
I am Glassstaff, yes, but also Iarno. Have you heard this name before?
Have we? I don't remember.
History check.
In the event of memory, you guys can talk amongst yourself, or you can try and give me a history check. DC will be pretty,
Fuck.
moderate. We'll say
I'll
moderate.
history that shit, boy.
I also will, because I definitely remember the name Yarno popping up.
Both of you recall that Iarno Albrecht was a member of the Lord's Alliance, who a certain someone in town had asked you to find for him.
That was Sildar, right?
A certain someone, yes.
I believe so.
It was Yarno, his name?
Yes.
Okay. What's his last name, sorry?
Albrecht, I believe?
Oh,
Is he German?
He might be.
Oh, so not trying to metagame here, but I wasn't there for that. So would I wouldn't unless right.
You probably wouldn't know. The guys who passed the history check definitely remember, though.
What is his name? I'm gonna write this down.
Yeah, so Yarno was the one who went missing.
Yeah.
Ethan, did you have something to say in character?
Oh yes. And what would Sildar what would Sildar have meddling with the likes of you?
I'm sure Sildar would have me locked in an iron cage for my dalliance. But what he doesn't know is who commands me.
And
I
who
will
might
tell
that-
you. I will tell
Who
you.
commands you?
Doubtless you have seen the bugbears in my hideout. They were sent here by the Black Spider, whose web is woven tightly around the town of Phandalin. Had you not learned yet that tidbit?
The black spider. What's the black spider?
I have heard of your journeys into Cragmaw Cave, your deeds around the town, and you have capably infiltrated my own fortress. And you know not yet who the Black Spider is.
I interject. Suppose I know that's a part of the leadership in Cragmaw Castle. Yes.
Yes, but not just in Cragmaw Castle. It is a drow who has infiltrated the entire area with his corrupting influence. Now, here is my offer to you. And he pauses, smiles, and begins to cast the spell. We're going to use the same initiative order from last week.
Who did you say? Black Widow or
Black Spider.
Black Spider.
Black Spider?
So, as he begins to cast a spell, several small pink projectiles form around him and then launch at different targets.
And this guy's the worst. Eat him.
Garbage.
Roland, take 7 force damage.
I'm down.
Roderick, take 6 force damage.
Mon Brightholm.
Hello.
Isn't Adonis on the floor?
He is, in fact.
How many death saves has he?
He has 2
I
succeeds.
think he has 2 succeeds, right? Lists take 4 force damage unless you have the shield spell active
No, I don't.
or cast it as a reaction.
I'm not
That's your
casting
choice.
it.
Okay. With that, he moves and places his hand against the wall. However, having spent most of his time casting, he remains there, stationary. And that's the end of his turn. Morn Brightholm, how do you react to this man who clearly led you on and then cast a spell upon your friend?
I move into him, and I'm ready to hit him. I'm just gonna kill him.
Swing.
I will not actually. I'm just
Would
gonna
you like
stand-
to use your inspiration?
No.
All right. Would you like to end your turn?
I would like to.
Gordor, give me a death saving throw. You pass. Adonis, give me a death saving throw. You pass. You are stable at 0 hit points and unconscious. Roderick, you're up.
My dude! We're going for a hit.
You hit.
Oh yeah.
Whew.
Holy Sigma.
In reaction to your furious blow, Yarno drops his staff to the ground and lets out a faint cry of pain. Tanner, your turn.
Can I? I don't remember. Can I stabilize someone's down without anything?
You have to make a medicine check with a medicine kit, I believe. If you don't have one, then you're out of luck.
Okay. Okay. Well, fuck him then. I could shoot him from here, right? Is that? Or do I have to get in the room?
You would have to get in the doorway.
I'll get inside. Okay.
You notice as you enter that his glass staff glitters on the ground in this way.
Oh.
Pick it up.
Oh. Yeah, I'm grabbing that shit. Yoink that shit.
You yoink that shit, but in your haste, you have no time to give it a proper look over. Is there anything you'd like to do to glass staff?
How much movement did I use? Can I still move?
Started here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You have a 5-foot step.
I'll take one step back.
As you move out of his melee range, he makes an attack of opportunity. Give me just a second.
Oh no.
One sec. Before out of character, are you letting me roll shield before he attacks or after he attack, like his attack roll?
Okay, so the way shield works is that you can blow your reaction, and it puts it on the stack basically. So he announced his reaction, you announced your reaction to his reaction. Yours resolves first.
So I would have to cast mine before I see his attack roll.
No, good. Okay, hold on.
It's literally like in Magic the Gathering. When you respond to something, it goes above. It goes first on the stack, and then you do it like a deck of cards. You play everything from the first card to the last card.
Can you
When you
cast
respond,
shield
you put
after
another
you...
card on top of the deck, and then you play it out.
Yeah.
Well, then because I want to see the attack roll first, but if
No,
I
you
can't
can. Okay, so you can wait to see the reaction is actually when you were hit.
Okay, so I could wait to see the attack roll.
Yes.
Okay. Roll your attack. Is that 18?
Yes.
I'll cast shield.
Okay.
Fucking Glassstaff is holding another staff.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, is he fucking punching
Punching
me or
you?
what?
Fucking
He would be punching
dual-wielding
you.
sticks, dude.
He
That's
would
fucking.
be punching you. So don't even worry about it. It missed.
Okay. Then that's my turn, I guess.
Okay. On Glassstaff's turn, he pushes open.
I don't
a
get to go.
secret- Oh, Ozog. You're not on the. Yeah, Ozog. Go for it.
So it's Zog time.
I forgot you weren't on the turn order because I controlled you last time.
You have health potions. What the fuck?
Now it's time to kill.
No, it's time to kill. Oh my
Yo, this man's never fucking hitting anything.
Never.
Your rapier catches on the tip of the desk and clatters out of your hand.
I'm about to
Luckily, you look into your left hand and realize you have another rapier.
Wait, what? I do?
You have a second rapier now.
I do?
So that hits. We'll let you roll your rapier damage.
Okay.
Myrno staggers into the wall, and under his weight, a secret door opens. However, grasping to his life, he raises his hands. He says, please, take me back to town as prisoner. Just don't kill me. I'm sure Sildar will be pleased with you, and I can tell you about the Black Spider. More, just anything but my life.
Is this open reaction?
This is open reaction.
We should tie him up and ask more questions.
I look to them and I say, bind his mouth and hands. He can't be able to cast spells.
I have ropes on me. I've explored that. That comes with ropes, right?
What if he's just lying again and making like fools of us?
Well, I mean, if he's lying, he won't be able to cast somatic spells or verbal
Yeah.
spells.
If we cover his mouth and tie his hands up, he won't be able to cast.
So let's do that.
Okay, so you guys bind and tie.
Yep.
All right. And you cover his mouth.
Yeah.
Dokie.
Mouth, hands, and legs.
This effectively ends combat. Gorador, give me a death saving throw. You pass. All right. So, looking around, you see the secret door opened. You see an empty bedroom and an empty laboratory. So far, no one has come to intercede on the behalf of their master. What do you guys do?
I say, Roderick, make sure he does not leave. I want to tend to Gordor's wounds.
Okay. Give me a medicine check. You crit. Gordor, restore 1d4 hit point.
Fuck.
You're
Wow.
at 1 hit point. Adonis, time having passed, do the same. You're at 2 hit point. As you revive your party members, Glassstaff wriggles around in the corner, and he seems to be trying to get your attention, yelling muffled words into the binding across his mouth.
To me in specific.
To anyone who will pay him heed.
Hey, Roderick, I think he's trying to talk. Should we let him?
Hell no, dude. He could be taking advantage of us and get off a spell.
Well, I suppose the best thing to do is go out the way we came with him. The secret exit could lead deeper into the mansion.
What about the passage that opened behind it?
Exactly as I mean. There's only one safe exit we know of, and it's the one we came through.
But what are we gonna do with them once we bring them outside?
We take them to Town Hall. Meet
We should
Sildar
go deeper.
and Yarno.
Should we take him to Sildar or should we take him to Harbor and Wester?
Listen,
Maybe
there's
the- maybe
we
the
we could
constable.
we could bring him back to the cells in the east side, where we discovered those families, and we lock him up for now, and then we could go in deeper and see what else we can find.
You want to
Are
lock
they
him up
gonna
in his
go
own fort?
Yeah, we're gonna lock him up in
There'd
his
be
own
more
cells.
red brands. There could be much more.
We haven't
Who's to
cleared
say
them.
somebody wouldn't free him?
I agree. We should just leave now.
We'll come back. We can. After all. I wouldn't doubt there are more things to do.
Yeah, we could leave. Okay.
So someone is going to be carrying Glassstaff?
Yeah. I suppose
Okay.
I can do it.
Is this considered a short rest or a
You give me an insight check. You believe that this small yet comfortably furnished room is suitable for resting in, and there is only one obvious entrance, with several locks on the door. They have been busted open, but one looks salvageable with some effort. You could make a makeshift short rest room out of this very room.
Can I do a song of rest then?
Well, do your party members want to take a short rest?
Forget, how long is a short rest in terms of time?
1 hour.
I wouldn't be against an hour rest.
Yeah. I can
Yeah,
see
we
So
could
it.
take- we could take a rest.
pause.
Yeah, we could take a short rest.
If not for long, then yes.
Okay, so you guys move to comfortable positions around the room. Set yourselves up to take a short rest. Yarno seems intractable about this idea, making a good bit of ruckus. But for all intents and purposes, the first 30 minutes passes well enough. At this point, if you would like to use any remaining hit die you may have and play your Song of Rest, do so please.
I'm having issues casting it. Like, how do
Basically, just so it's not really a spell. It is a feature, and if you just click it, well, I thought if you just click it, it should link it.
Message. Or like you can see like a little message. Should.
You can just, if you just click it, you can tell everybody what it does.
I think if it's a
Go ahead,
feature,
Shay.
isn't there a chat bubble you have to click on?
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Found it. So Shade doesn't seem too apt to tell you guys. You can read it. Basically,
being at second level, you can use soothing music or oration to help revitalize your wounded allies during a short rest. If you or any friendly creature who can hear your performance Regain hit points at the end of his short rest by spending one or more hit dice. Each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points.
All right, Shade. What song of rest do you play?
So we have a whole good 30 minutes left on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, then I play Freebird, dude. We got enough time.
Okay. Shade begins to belt out a strange and outlandish tune about the freeing of the spirit. Roll your extra d6s, those of you who restored hit points.
Hell yeah, full HP. Let's go.
Shade rolls 16.
Oh my god. No.
Rolling d6.
How does work, my dudes?
Slash roll.
Slash roll
1d6.
1d6. Shade, you also can roll one of your actual hit dice by clicking hit dice.
Where is hit dice?
It is next to your death saves and stuff. Alright, so you restored 9 hit points. Roderick at 11. Morn looks like he's at full health. Roland.
I got 14.
Awesome.
Doesn't, what's his face also get health? Anus
Glass staff? No. Due to the binding and the rough treatment and his protestations, he does not actually spend any time resting.
Good.
The second half of the hour passes with no interference. How would you all like to proceed?
I'm gonna take a piss.
Okay. Where do you piss? Oh, okay. There you go.
He's just gonna go in the bed.
I think he actually just was talking out of character and got up to go take a piss.
Yeah.
The rest of you decide how you would like to proceed.
I'd like to move close to Tanner, and I would like to do a sleight of hand that yoink that staff.
I'm gonna take a piss.
Do I do a sleight of hand check?
To allow you to steal from Tanner, who I assume is nestled up closely to the staff that he has just yoinked? No, sir.
What?
It still has to be within reason. You can't magically God mode steal it right out of his hands, my dude.
The secret passage is open, right?
Secret passage is open. You can go into it. You can look around. You can do whatever you like.
What is that secret passage over there?
Well,
Ozog seems quick of interest to explore the secret passage.
it could be an exit. He seemed very quick to go to it when tides seemed to change in favor.
Ozog, what are you doing in there, my dude?
Looking around.
Okay. Are you looking, intently? Are you searching?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Give me a perception check.
It's not at the top though. I didn't go any further.
You notice towards the end of this staircase that ascends away from this room, what looks like a panel in the wall.
Okay. Are these going down or up? This is confused.
They rise
Those are
up.
going up. All right.
Yep, from where you were.
Alright.
How would you like to interact with the panel?
What does it look like?
It is a very well concealed panel that is otherwise seamless with the lines of the wall. You
Press it.
imagine, okay, as you press it, it slides back and into the wall itself, revealing an opening.
What's in the open?
I looking at?
What are you looking at?
A lot.
Are you sneaking?
Oh yeah, I'm sneaking.
Okay, proceed. Roll me a stealth check and venture further into the cavern if you like. Okay?
Is there anything in this room I'm in?
In the room you're in, the room you're in is a
Somewhere.
small storeroom. It looks as though it has recently been rifled through and looted.
Can I join him and do a stealth check?
Sure.
Wait, that just leads to this back room right here?
Yep.
I don't remember. I never saw this.
You have seen it, Ozog. You
I'm
know
hanging
that
out.
to the top right, it leads back to the crypts, and to the south is your exit out of the cavern.
So these things are dead?
What things? No.
Well, they haven't been here. So we haven't been here?
Oh, you've been here. But in the time that you've spent resting, several large furry creatures have begun to search the cavern. They mull about near the entrance that you all used to enter Trezendar Manor.
Fuck.
I don't want to fight. Tell
I'm gonna
Wait,
hand
there-
gesture to Ozog like a backing position.
Yeah, I'm doing that
If you
anyways.
choose to stay.
Doing that anyways. Don't worry.
As you return, Ozog, Glassstaff shoots you a knowing look and begins to yell into his mouth binding again.
something. You know, let's go.
I'm gonna reach for that pillowcase on his bed, take the pillow out, and cover his head with the pillowcase.
Jesus Christ.
He struggles and resists to no avail.
we should probably let him
I
speak
kinda wanna hear him
just
out.
a few words, just see what he has to say.
Make sure you put a dagger to his throat just in case he tries to do anything funny.
Fuck it. I go to I move the pillow away from him.
Do you remove his mouth binding?
But I'm gonna ready a Ray of
Yes.
Frost right before he.
Okay, so I'm assuming several of you, other than Morn, are preparing ready to actions
Yes.
to attack him on the event that he starts to cast a spell. However, he does not begin to cast a spell. He says, "You look as though you saw something, friend. Did you find my good hearties, or was it the spider's creatures?"
I saw 3 bugbears.
Oh, yeah, yes, yes. There is another way out of Trezendar Manor. It is the long way. No doubt the bugbears are preparing for their nightly foraging in the forest. Hmm. And you've slain all my good friends and gentlemen here? He asked.
Unfortunately.
Oh, a travesty. Good, strong, young local men they were. Alas, that should allow us another route of escape. Through the crypt and out by the fountain. All we must do is take this secret door.
Can I do an insight to see if he's lying?
Sure.
I also was going to do so.
You guys have the results of your checks in Whisper.
Oh, okay.
I think he's telling the truth. He definitely wants to save himself, that's for sure.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the guy that would throw his life away.
I will believe you, but we will be binding you once more. I go back to put it over his face.
He can't really do anything about it. So, you have your boy bound. What would you guys like to do?
Let's get moving, everyone.
We should probably try to get out of here before those nasty bugbears get to us. I don't think we're in shape to just start fighting.
Lock that door behind us.
I locked the door. Oh well, I guess I assume it's already locked still, right, from the rest, but
Give me, give me a flat dexterity check. Also, Adonis, if you're out there, you're about to get locked out there. You believe that you have barred up the door sufficiently well. And you guys can carry on. Whoever is carrying Glassstaff, is it going to be Morn still?
Yep.
Alright, for the...
okay, never
Go
mind.
ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say I think I have advantage on dex saving throws because of danger sense, but I don't. Does it matter?
No, it wouldn't be applicable in this sense because it's not really a dex saving throw, it's just a flat dexterity
Oh,
check
okay,
to see how well you patch up the lock.
okay.
That being said, Morn, for the rest of the journey, while you bear Glassstaff, you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack.
Okay.
You guys can proceed.
Are you
Can I
sh-
check the door?
Are you sure you want to
Satellite?
carry him, dwarf? I could hold him if you wish.
If you find it more easy, then I suppose so.
It's kind of awkward watching a dwarf carry a human around.
Understand.
He's mon tight hold.
I shuffle on over with this too large of a man and put him in Gordon's hands.
Mordor, you suffer the same penalties.
That's fine.
Alright, so you guys can proceed at your movement speed in rounds as you like.
Where are
As
we
you,
going? How do we get?
there's a
I don't.
secret door to the east that you should be able to see through. That leads into a hallway with another open door.
Oh, it just brings us back to where we were.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is hardly a shortcut at all.
Adonis,
Approach.
as you linger in the office, give me a perception check.
Should I go?
Sorry, the game is lagging the fuck out.
You notice on the pause. You notice on the desk a bundle of interesting looking papers.
I grabbed the papers, I guess.
As you begin to grab the papers, you hear a rattling at the door.
Grab him and leave. Ooh,
Ooh.
be rattling.
I'm going. Can I use a persuasion check to tell them to go check downstairs or another room?
Your party has vamoose. You too may vamoose.
Oh, no, I'm gonna leave. Well, where's the door? I didn't notice that shit.
You just walked through it.
Okay, where did they go? Oh, here we go. Sorry, I was reading the journal.
All right, now there you go. You paused. Roderick, as you turn the corner and pass the distance to lag might to your left, well, your character's right as he's setting up. But anyway, you notice two large furry silhouettes in a dark hallway. They notice you as well. Everybody roll me up an initiative.
Oh no.
Oh boy, it's the
Here we
ugly
go
guys
again,
again.
Rhodey, fucking it up.
Jeez. Yeah,
Fuck.
here we go,
Oh
Gordor.
no. How are we gonna fight 3 bugbears? I don't even got I don't even got spell slots.
I can't enrage, so fuck me, right?
This is over. We're gonna die, boys.
This is how it ends. Hell yeah.
The bugbears are gonna end us.
Maybe we have a friend among the bugbears.
My hand is stuck in the Pringles can. Help!
Adonis,
Help!
you hear an exclamation echo out from one of the southwestern corridors, and you know that the time to act is upon you. Begin your turn.
Alright. How many I get 1 cantrip, right?
You can
For short
cast
rest?
as many cantrips as you like. Ever.
Alright, dude. We're fucking going in, dude. We're saucing. We're
I
saucing
don't
and
know.
flossing.
What are you saucing?
I don't know if you get your first level spells and shit back on a short rest, but I can look.
I can only move 30 movement, right?
Right. You have no higher level spells left. You only get those slots back on a long rest, but you can cast your cantrips.
Wait, why do I have a new one? Concentration? Did you add that on there?
No, it's a cantrip that you've always had, I think. We're gonna mess with your character after this, by the way. I don't know, something seems to have got lost in translation. Regardless, you can cast your cantrips, just not your higher level spells.
Hold on, I'm just reading what that does. I can't hit friends with that creature, right?
Right, because they are overtly hostile.
What if I play the song of Gino, the friendship officer?
I mean, you can always try. If that's what you'd like to do. You'll have to give me a performance check.
Alright. Boys, we're going in deep. Alright, I'm doing the performance check. Please, God.
Would you like to actually perform us a bit of song to gain advantage on your check?
Ogre, lick my balls. These sound waves are bouncing off the walls. I
Come on.
can't sing no more. I got a sore throat. I need to take some halls.
All right, give me some advantage for that bit of poetry. Your performance dazzles and confuses the bugbears. Bugbears.
So now do I cast friends?
No, bugbears don't like being confused.
Dude,
Anything
we're
else?
just friends, nothing more.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Gonna ready my crossbow. And in my turn.
Bugbears, as I said, do not like being confused, but they also don't see you as a threat, tiny music man. However, they know the bite of dwarven axes, and they begin to charge.
Sucker. Push him into the ravine.
The
This will
first
not change
bugbear runs up and swings his morning star at you, Roderick. However, he misses.
Hell yeah.
The second, being a cowardly, crafty creature, hangs back in the mouth of the hallway and lobs a large, crude javelin at you. And he hits. Takes 7 damage.
How
And that
the
is the
heck
end
would
of the
he be
bugbear turn.
able to throw a javelin at Roderick when there's a ginormous bugbear overshadowing a tiny dwarf?
Arcs, bruh.
through the legs.
So how about the angels?
Oh, he threw
Yeah.
it. He threw it off the slag, my dude. A ricochet. 360.
No,
fucking
dude, it's just
no-scoped
a
it.
nice upward throw. The cavern you're in, by the way, just for clarification, is pretty tall. It extends all the way up to the sky, and you can see the crumbled Trezendar Manor above you. So he gets a pretty easy lob on the javelin that arcs over his friend and stabs right into Roderick's left leg. However, it dislodges after impact. Morn Brightholm, it's your turn.
Being the most reasonable man, I'm just gonna step out here. Pretty sure I can reach him with Sacred Flame. I can.
Alrighty, give us a cantrip. A dexterity save he has to make? He fails! What happens?
A light shining down from the roof. I don't know anything else than that.
Oh, he just takes damage?
Yeah, he just takes
Yeah.
damage.
Oh, okay. Does it add your spellcasting attribute? No,
No.
I don't think it does. Alright. He takes a little sacred flame, his fur singeing as your dwarven magic works around him. He seems relatively unbothered. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Tanner, you're up.
Oh, guys, why are we fighting these guys again? God damn. I'm gonna run back here and Ray of Frost the dude in front of Roderick.
Alrighty, give me a roll. You hit! And you deal some damage. He seems perturbed and confused by the 1-2 punch of Sacred Fire and Arcane Ice. But he still stands.
And before I end my turn, I'm gonna say, guys, we should be trying to leave here, not fight these guys again.
Ozog, your turn.
Hmm. Alright. Attack that one.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Yeah. I don't even know where the exit is.
Did you see that ping? That's where we're going.
Okay.
Alright, give us an attack. You hit? It was a sneak attack. So if you want to
What?
give me, if you want to roll a d6, or how many is your sneak attack still d6?
It's still 1d6, yeah.
Okay. If you want to roll an extra d6 to add to that, I'll allow it. Okay. You work him over pretty good. He seems grievously injured by your first attack.
Alright,
Would you
one
like
sec.
to do
Yeah.
anything else? You hit! I added an offhand your thing because you don't
Hopefully.
actually get. It's in your character sheet. You don't
Oh,
actually
I
get.
see it now.
Wait. So you have the dual wielder feat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dual wielder is what allows you to wield the second rapier. Fighting style dual wielding is what would allow you to add dex. So you end up
Okay.
only doing 1 damage, and he's still staying. Anything else you'd like to?
No.
Roderick, you're up.
So this looks like a rope bridge, does it?
It is. Yes, it is a pretty shoddily constructed bridge made out of rope, and you can tell it's straining under the weight of this large, furious, furry creature.
I think I'm definitely going to take my axe here and attempt to cut the rope supporting this bridge.
Okay, give me an attack with advantage against this rope bridge, as it is straining under weight. You hit. Roll me some damage. With a righteous slash, you hack into the left-hand side of the rope bridge, tumbling the bugbear a good 20 feet to the ground. He is slain on impact with the rubble below, and the bridge becomes unpassable. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, I'm good.
Gordor.
Uh, can't really see anything. Guess I'll pass over here. Do I have movement restraint or no? Since I'm holding somebody.
You do not have any movement limitations. However, as you bound with the man on your back and Morton Brightholm on the bridge, give me a dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage, right?
You do, however, the burden you bear cancels out and counteracts the advantage you would typically have.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, Morn and Gordor, give me another dexterity saving throw each. As you bound across the bridge, it gives way under your weight. Morn, you are quick enough to react and jump off of the bridge. Gordor, you drop Glassstaff and slide into the pit. You take no damage. However, you now have a wall to scale. So you moved roughly 10 feet, and you have 20 feet of your movement speed remaining. It would take about that much to climb back up to where you dropped the Glassstaff.
Okay, I do that. Do I have,
Okay.
can I pick them up, pick them back up?
It will take 5 feet of movement speed on your next turn.
I can, dash and do it then?
Yeah. You haven't used an action. Go for it.
I'll just do that then.
Okay, you have 25 feet remaining.
25 feet remaining. Is that rough terrain?
No. Outside of the chasm is normal terrain, and you can move there where you've signaled to. Quite all right.
Alright. Oops. And that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Adonis, you're up.
Can I use a charisma check on the bugbear?
What would you like to use your charisma check to do?
To tell him the story of Clark, our good friend.
Give me another performance check. You recount the tale of Clark the Coward, who surrendered to you all in exchange for his life so that he may run into the woods and find more wolf pets. The bugbear seems displeased and says, Clog coward, but Thog not coward. And he shakes his morning star at your direction. He has been offended. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Boy, it's time to hit him with the heat. I'm going to use dissonant or dissonant whispers.
That's a spell slot. You don't have those right now, my dude.
Well, go fuck yourself.
Hit
Feels bad, man. Vicious mockery, then.
him with a vicious mockery. He fails, and he seems thoroughly mocked, unsure of what he ought to do next. Anything else you... Well, that's pretty much your turn, unless you'd like to move.
I'm chilling like a villain right here.
Morn Bright... Oh, actually, hold on. Bugbear turn. The Bugbear... He's a little miffed. But he sees his situation is not so good. He retreats into the hallway and begins to bang on a steel door. And that's his turn. Morn Brightholm, faced with a rough chasm about 10 feet across at its narrowest point, what do you do? Both of your avenues to cross have been barred by the destruction of the bridges.
Can I be there?
You can be there.
I would like to be there. I can see this guy again. And I believe I am still in range. I am still in range for Sacred Flame. So I'm going to cast that again.
Flame him up. He fails.
Constant 3, baby. I got 3 DPS.
And his fur is now as singed as his fallen companion. This increases his panic, and he continues to bang on the door. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No.
Tanner,
I don't remember. Did we explore that area? No.
I don't think you did. No, you did not.
I thought that was our exit.
No.
This
the
is
exit.
this is our exit, right?
Here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, boys, we need to get the fuck out. How much is it to cross to the other side?
You would need to climb down 20 feet
Uh-huh.
and then climb up 20 feet.
Okay,
You
so
can
you need...
slide down at the risk of taking, well, you would take damage, but to slide down, you would take 1d4 damage. And
But how
to
much
climb up,
how much movement would it cost to slide instead of climb?
just to begin, so 5 feet.
Okay, so I'll slide down, and I'm gonna use dash to keep moving, I guess.
Okay. So it will take you 20 to climb up, leaving you with
Yeah.
10 on the other side. So measuring from the square you're on right now, you get 10. Give me a dex saving throw.
So I will land where my thing currently is, right? The 35.
With 10 movement speed, right?
Okay. Deck save.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You manage to coast the wave of rocks as you slide down, and you take no damage. You have 10 feet left to you.
Boys, I'm leaving if you guys ain't leaving. And that's my turn.
Okay? Ozog, what would you like to do?
I jump it?
You have two options to you. You can try to leap it, which is it's a 10-foot cross. So the way jumping works is you can jump your strength score before having to use an athletics check. The DC is 10 plus the distance that you're trying to gain. Or you can attempt to tightrope the surviving rope of the bridge,
That's
which will be an acrobatics check.
acrobatics. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do that.
Okay? You manage to skirt the rope at normal speed, leaving you with 5, 15 feet remaining.
Yep. Daddling.
Alrighty. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope.
Just a quick question. Tanner and Ozog, are you guys intent to run away regardless of what's going on with your companions?
No, I'm gonna check it out first.
Okay. Alrighty, Roderick, you're up.
So you're saying it's going to take me 2 moves to go down here and then climb back out?
You have a couple options. Being a heavy dwarf in heavy armor, you don't think it's a good idea to try and do what your thief friend just did. However, you can try to jump the chasm, which is roughly 10 feet across. Or you can, in fact, climb down and back up, which will take 20 feet to get down unless you slide, and 20 feet to get back up.
Well, I'm wearing heavy armor, so I'm just going to slide down.
All right, give us a dex check. As you slide down, you take a bit of beating. Not too much, though, as rocks don't bother a guy in heavy plate. You can use the remainder of your, not heavy plate, but heavy armor. You can use the remainder of your movement speed to climb up, and you will be in the space in front of Gordor. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Going to brush myself off and end my turn.
Gordor, you're up.
I'm gonna dash and, well, I guess I don't have to dash.
I mean, you could dash and get the hell out of here.
All right, I'm gonna do that, but I'm not gonna like run for town. I'm just gonna like run and wait outside by the entrance or whatever for them to come.
Okay? Adonis, it's your turn.
I'm going to move. We'll move right here. And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on the Bugbear.
Okay?
Did land.
It landed. He seems troubled again, though not racked with pain about this troubling. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? You have quite a bit of movement left. You have 15 feet left.
Can I try to do an intimidation check on him?
Sure.
Alright. Uh-oh.
He is not intimidated. You still have 15 feet.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Bold moves. Alright, so after 6 solid seconds of banging on the door, it flings wide. And those of you who can see, how do you guys do the cool snappy thing? I never figured that
Right
out.
click.
Right click it, yeah.
Those of you who can see it, see a much larger bugbear brush past who next to him looks like a small creature
That's
God
and
not a
damn
fling
it.
him
bugbear.
to the ground.
That's a minotaur.
Is that Blarg, the big bugbear?
He's a bugbear. He's just wearing a horned helmet.
That dude looks like a minotaur.
Those of you can see him approach, and he lets out a furious cry. And then he flings a javelin at Adonis.
Good night, Adonis. I'll miss you. He's wearing a hat. Those javelins gotta be wild.
Good night, my sweet
Adonis.
prince.
I believe the javelin hits you.
What's your AC, Adonis?
Take 5 damage. His AC is 14. The other bugbear rises and comes trudging along behind his master, but takes no further action. Morn Brightholm.
Horror is grasping my soul. So I'm gonna slide down.
Now remember, you have several options here. You can jump up to your strength score without making any check whatsoever.
Up to your strength score?
Yeah.
Oh, well then yeah, I'll totally jump this. And then I want to take a dash action.
Okay.
Get me out of this
You
cave.
skedaddling? Alright. Okay, so we have most of you heading down the tunnel, I imagine. But anyway, Tanner, it's your turn.
I'm gonna bow to Adonis. I wish you best of luck, buddy. I'm getting the fuck out.
Okay, you dashing?
Yeah. No, I don't. I just regular move.
Well, no reason not to dash. You remember that the tunnel is about 100 feet.
Oh, is
And
it?
your
Alright, I'll
companions
just dash. Yeah.
are
I'll
moving on
dash.
ahead of you. Ozog, you're up.
I'm dashing.
Okay. Go ahead. You guys
I
are
can't see
effectively
it.
removed from the map. Roderick, you're up.
I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge, dude.
You dashing?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Gordor.
I was technically already out.
Okay. Adonis, it's your turn.
Where is Gordor?
Everybody is in the tunnel exiting Trezendar Manor.
You guys are fucking faggots.
Why don't you stay and fight then?
We vomiting?
You guys run down the tunnel, dark as night as it is, and tired and spent as you all are. You hear a roaring and a frustrated grunting behind you, though you hear no pursuit. When you finally break out of the tunnel, you break out into the light of just before dawn. Sun dim on the horizon. You can see well around you, and you believe you have safely escaped. So, you guys are currently just exited the tunnel. You can go into the forest where you guys came back through, or you can just skirt the hill. It's up to you guys. However, each of you gets 650 experience.
650?
650.
Oh, 11.
It's
Yeah, no.
1100 XP overall, boys. Hell yeah.
We level 3, boy.
Yeah, we level 3, dudes.
How would you guys like to proceed from here? Remember, you need to take a long rest to apply your level. And you have business to attend to sooner or later.
Alright, boys. Let's just. We were at originally the Stonehill Inn, right? That was the one we
Yep.
were. Alright, let's go back to the Stonehill. We'll lock up Glass Staff in the basement or something. We'll ask the bar owner where we can keep him. And we're gonna go to bed because I'm tired as fuck.
Let's just pound on Let's just drop him off at the in a cell or something.
Well, we can't keep him alone because
We can't.
let's see. We saw how that ended up last time.
I mean, he's a tricky one. I wouldn't want to sleep. Might as well drop him off at the Sildor. I'm sure he's getting around. I mean, it's dawn, right?
You guys recall that Sildar has been waking early and going directly to the Townmaster's Hall where he works in concert with Harbin.
Let's just throw this guy's. Let's just throw him in the middle of the town and let the town deal with it, so we can go to sleep.
What the town? If we go to the town masters, we may even get a reward for it.
That's fine.
And then that guy ain't rewarding us for none, man. We did. Fuck that. I mean, we have more questions for him anyway, right? Why don't we just keep him in a barn or something? We'll lock him up. We'll lock the barn up.
Yeah, the last time we did that, someone died. I suppose you don't remember that.
Oh, I remember that, but is that guy around still?
Well, no. That's the whole reason we shouldn't do it.
I mean,
There's no red brands.
the red brand. Ah, you were.
All right, so how do you guys proceed?
I say straight to the town master's hall.
I agree.
Any objections?
Nope.
We should take
Okay.
him to Elder Mass Orchard, dude.
Do you guys listen to Shade's objection?
No.
Nope.
There's no reason to do this. He'd be very angry, probably.
All right, so you guys begin on your way through the town as sun breaks over the main road. You are greeted by the curious looks of townsfolk at first, and young children, teens, and the like go before you, spreading the news that you have captured Glassstaff the Terrible and brought peace at last to the small town of Phandalin. By the time you've arrived at Townmaster's Hall and step up the front stairway, Sildar, Harbin, and several other members of the community have gathered there to greet. First to speak is Sildar, who cries out, "Iarno, no! What has become of you?" However, Iarno cannot respond, being bound and gagged.
Sildar, you know this man.
That is the member of the Lord's Alliance who I was sent here to retrieve. Tell me, how has he fallen in such disgrace?
This man is the leader of the Red Brands for this town. And
I throw him at Sildar's feet.
Well, Harbin, you hear them. He is a criminal. Harbin looks upon Glassstaff with what is best described as a look of regret and shame, and he says to you, "Surely you don't expect me to lock him up? What happens when his underlings come seeking retribution?"
nothing. That's not my problem anymore.
Well, you can't just throw a man on another man's doorstep and expect him to deal with the consequences. Tell me, how many red brands are even left?
Hard to say. We
More
killed the
than
whole
you can
party.
handle. And if you don't pay us, they're gonna come after him, and they're gonna find you.
Huh. You again with your demands for coin? Let the others with interest deal with coin. What is the case for locking him up and not just executing him?
He seemed to have information about things that we needed to know. We're just looking for a place so that we can interrogate him, I suppose.
And what do you think of this, Sildar? Sildar looks to him with a stern and admonishing glare, and he says, "Lock him up." To this, Harbin quickly assents, and he retrieves Iarno off the ground. "He'll be in the first cell," and he takes him away into the building, grumbling. Sildar turns back to you, and he says, "No doubt many will come to see you and thank you for this service. If you like, I can see to your payment now or later, as you like.
Payment for what?
Well, I did offer you reward for finding Yarno and for besting Glassstaff. To see that they're one and
Oh,
the same surely
yeah,
surprises me.
I could take the payment.
Well, just a moment then, and he flips away into town hall. Hot on his heels, filling the void that he left behind, is an older woman, dirty, with a rough look about her. She seems familiar, and she bears a pick in her hand, a mining pick. Well, lads, you did well, she says. Do you have what I asked for?
What exactly are you asking
Who's
for?
this?
Correspondence that Glassstaff kept.
I think she's talking about his papers.
I'm gonna hold on to those papers.
Oh, you killing me.
No correspondence was found in his residence. Where
I
did you
didn't
find
come
it?
across anything.
Well, we found him in his residence.
Perhaps he had the wisdom to burn them. Regardless, thank you for the job well done, heroes. And she winks at you. She winks at Tanner specifically before departing.
I'm gonna roll my eyes and just look down on the ground.
Nah,
As
you can't resist animal handling check right now.
as she departs, Sildar returns bearing 2 large sacks of gold. He sets them before you and he says, 100 for recovering Iarno, 100 for saving this town. You've earned it, heroes, and he pushes it in your direction.
What was it? 100 what?
2 sacks of 100 gold coins apiece.
That's 200 gold, boys. We made it.
He says, as he proffers the gold, I'm sure you'll find equal success around town in the future. Some people have already come to me wondering if you can address their specific concerns next. I did not tell them about the affair with Gundren, but you may want to look into some of the things before you head off. Now, I'll be going to write my report to the Lord's Alliance if you'll all forgive me. It's an early day and lots of work to do.
I start heading to Stonehill Inn to rest.
Idiot. Am I taking all the gold?
I mean, they're 2 big-ass sacks of gold offered to you as a group. How you guys handle it is obviously, as usual.
I'll hold on
Yeah.
to these gold and we can split it when we're back to the inn.
No protest?
No?
That's fine with me. I don't care. I'm exhausted, and I don't understand how he's so chipper.
There's gold, my son.
Alright, so, who's heading back to the inn?
I'll head back to the inn.
Brody's heading back to the inn.
Okay.
I'm not going back to the inn.
Alright. So we got Roderick, Gordor, Tanner going back to the inn. Mushroom, what are you up to?
Yeah, I'm also going back to the inn.
Ozog, what are you up to? Ozog is up to silent. We'll get back to him. Those of you who do go back to the inn, you can go ahead and begin the process of your long rest and your level up.
I just walk to one of the beds, drop all my shit, like my battle axe on the ground and everything, and just clap on one of the beds.
Hello?
Hello.
Sup, Zog?
Like,
And you said I can level up.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and begin your long rest and the process of leveling up, doing your shit. Ozog, your mic is jacked, son.
How much time has expired since the
Since the what? Shade.
How much time has expired since this?
Since returning to town, or since you left and came back?
Since talking with old lady.
Probably about 15 minutes.
You rolled a 1? What the fuck?
Fucking A.
Ah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna assume that the mining lady is going to the miner exchange. So
You
I'm gonna go to
can
the miners.
check there, yeah.
I'm gonna go to the Phandalin's miner exchange.
Okay. As you arrive in Phandalin's minor exchange, you see a pretty simple building. Not too well kept, worn from the passing and coming of miners. Halia is there, and she stands at the counter reception area of the exchange. Behind her are arrayed various mining trade tools, and several reams of paper are spread out before her. She notes your entrance and gives you a friendly wave.
I'd like to show her the documents.
Oh, quite a crafty one, are you? She asked with a smile on her face.
Sure, why not?
Well, some people around town might frown upon a subtle hand, but I smile. I offered 100 gold for that correspondence. Will you accept the trade?
How about 125?
Hello.
This is not a haggling matter, my friend. You take it or you leave it.
Can I glance at the documents before handing them out and get a good idea of what they're about?
Give me a sleight of hand or an insight check.
Oh, your boy's going in. How the hell do I do that from this screen?
From your character sheet, you just click on the skill.
Now, how do I open up my character sheet from here?
Oh, if you go to the journal, your character should be
I see.
under the PC tab.
Sleight of hand. Where do I run insight? What is sleight of hand? Did you get that?
I did. Give me just a second.
You hear me now?
Yep.
Yes, I can. That is what you see.
This better not be a fucking picture of a Chungus.
It is not, in fact. So you gave the paper over, and that is the glimpse you caught before handing it to her. She says, "A moment, please, and I will make arrangements for you." She disappears behind the counter for a moment and comes back bearing your gold and a small letter sealed with wax. She says to you, "The wax will dissolve at midnight. Only then should you read what is in this letter." She smiles at you and says, "I have much work to be about today, though I have no doubt we will meet again." And she motions to the door.
Alright, Is Sister Grael a priest?
You know that she tends a shrine.
Do they take an oath of celibacy?
You wouldn't know.
I guess I'll go to the inn then.
All right, you head to the inn. Very quickly, you guys who are taking long, short rests and leveling, do you have any need of aid?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Ozog, if you open up your character sheet and go to the gear symbol, you can do the launch level plus character mancy, and it will.
I hit the which gear?
Okay, so you're looking at your character sheet, right?
Yeah.
You see the core
Or
bio
bio
spells gear.
spells. Alright, yeah. Yeah.
Hit the gear, and then
Okay.
down in the bottom right, there's the level plus character mancer. It
Level.
should guide you straight through it, but I will walk along with you for just a second.
Where I pick whatever it's called.
You
Swashbuckler.
can. This is where you would do that, right? And you have set yourself up so far to go swashbuckler. This is again where you would make your choice.
Alright, click next. Shit.
Do you want to roll your HP or do you want to take the average?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
Okay, click roll. So it should be set up for you to click next. Level.
Wait, archetype. Click the pick there, right?
Oh yeah. That's where you'll pick swashbuckler if that's what you want to go.
Ogre, do you remember what oath we decided on?
I don't, and I can talk to you about them here shortly. Where do you feel like Roderick is heading as a character?
Oh shit.
I don't know. Pretty straightforward.
Let's look real quick. Ozog, you should be able to figure it out from there, my dude. It'll add all your features for you. Roderick, we'll go into the character mancy. Okay, so oaths. The original three were devotion, vengeance, and ancients. I really think that we had talked about devotion because it's a pretty standard, like, holy paladin.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
If you want to look at the different features, you can. It'll give you the tenets of your oath: honesty, courage, compassion, honor, and duty, and tell you about the different spells you can cast and stuff.
Why is it asking me to increase my attribute?
It shouldn't be, unless you're accidentally a higher level than you should be.
If I click cancel, will it scratch everything?
Yeah.
Canceling right now.
For some reason,
It's because I changed it to level 3 in the gear first. I was like I was gonna do it manually.
yeah.
So I just put
bump
it back
yourself
to 2.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Do it again. Okay.
Yeah, there's actually a button on the
Oh,
front.
I see it now. Where's the level up?
Yeah, that's
Right.
new.
Good.
So, Roderick, back to you, my dude. I think that you just pick features and you might get to pick spells.
Mm-hmm.
The two that you can't click off are the ones you get from your oath. And then I think you can switch your spells around. Oh no, you know all your spells. This is just like which ones you're preparing. I think if you're happy with the spells that you have, unless you want to like swap something out for a smite or something like that, you should be pretty good to just finish it up. Or wait, is this the first time you're getting spells? I don't remember. I think you had them last level. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take 10, so you guys can do this, and I can find something to eat. We'll be back at 3:55, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we're taking a break as soon as I get back done. I'm taking a piss. All right.
Well, yeah, we're just taking a short one though. You probably already have leveled your shit up, huh?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
It was really easy.
Yeah, that button. Great.
Yeah, it's just like, it's like, do you want to roll or do you want to
Next.
average?
For some reason, the character mancer was really fucky for me, so I'm just doing it manually.
What do you mean the character mancer was fucky for you?
Like it was just shitting itself, and like it would always count my my fucking domain spells as regular spells, so I couldn't add new spells.
I think it's because, so this is what I recommend for you. If you go back through the character mancer from the very beginning, launch level 1, I think it's fucky because your fucking domain did not exist in the compendium before, like when you picked it.
Right.
So like if you want to restart and just record your HP, you know, for level 2, then there should be no problem with that.
All right.
And you got time to do it. It'll just fix everything so that it's nice and not fucked. Put my bread in the fridge because I'm dumb.
Where's Dunn?
Where is Dunstan?
Yeah.
Man, I had to let him go. He switched jobs and hasn't really been around very much and is kind of unavailable in general.
So we
So
took him out behind the barn.
No, I asked him. I said, "Look, man, I don't know what like I think the right thing to do is to step out." And he was like, "Yeah, I think so too." And so he went merrily on his way. He also killed someone on the way out, which I imagine. Well, I don't know. You might have gathered that your friends were talking about it, sort of.
What happened? I wasn't here for any.
Oh, I should tell you because it actually involves your character. So turns out, man. Ozog, I forgot some hooks for you, dude.
Did you do the thing at the banquet?
Yeah, I did. That was well taken care of. But so there was a plot point hook that I was going to work in about you and Dunstan's betrayer being the guy in the barn. It's kind of a dead hook now, though, so I'm just going to
Yeah.
tell you. Dunstan killed him and left.
Okay, good man.
Alright, I'm done. Are we taking a break right now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, you got 7 more minutes.
Alright, cool. I'm done on my level up.
I have about an hour before I have to take off.
I feel you.
That guy's such a shitty level up. I rolled a 1 on my hit die.
Sucks to suck, Liz.
I replaced my chromatic orb.
I'm going to look at your spells. Oh, Liz.
Yeah.
Before you finalize your spell selection, there's something
Sorry.
you need to do.
What's that?
You can spend an hour examining and determining the magic of the staff that you have.
Oh,
Yeah. I could do that right before I go to bed in my room, right?
Yep.
Mon Brightholm also has an enchanted item, a magical item.
I do.
Any checks, or are you just gonna tell me what it is?
Do you choose to attune to the staff?
What does that mean?
Attunement in D&D is a requirement of several magic items to access and tap into their power. It bonds you to the weapon in a way, well, any magic item. It doesn't just have to be a weapon. It bonds you to the magic item in a way that is semi-permanent. You can only have 3 attunements at once. And if you do not attune, you may not unlock its full power.
Wait, you can only have 3 ever, or like, can you like unattune?
You can unattune. You can
Okay,
only
yeah,
have
I'll
3
attune to it
attunements at
then.
once. Okay? You should have the staff in your journal.
My journal. How do I access? Oh, I see it. No, wait. Okay, I see it.
You can add. What is that? I don't know what that is, but I'm going to remove it from your character sheet.
Is that mine?
Yeah. It was just a random weird attack. But anyway, you can
I was getting
add
all these crits.
the quarterstaff to your inventory if you want.
Yeah, I already added it.
Okay.
When do I start getting encumbered? Because I feel like,
Your total weight right now is 18 pounds. You're not
but that's
encumbered.
not including quiver, like crossbow, alchemist kit. Because I didn't add weight to those things. Because I didn't know how. Like that, like there's 30 beaver pelts. There's a bunch of things that I haven't added weight to.
If it's a spell component, it's typically weightless. If it is general equipment, I don't think you're in a bad spot yet.
So reading what the staff does, do I just get +1 bonus AC at all times?
When it is equipped,
Why don't I just always have it equipped?
that's up to you. If you decide to pull out a
Ah.
dagger or
Okay, gotcha.
oh, no wonder. I'm sorry, Roderick. I just gave you a quarterstaff.
Oh, okay, so that's why you want to tell me before I finalize my. How do I edit my spells? Can I just go back to the
Yeah, you can do it from the
character
level
masters?
mancer again, yeah.
Oh.
Hold on just a second, though.
The level mancer is gone for me now.
Should be down at the bottom.
At the bottom, where?
Back here.
Oh, okay. Now this
Just
is
remember to
bringing
put
me
0.
0. Okay.
Alright, everybody should be making their way back now. Maybe?
I'm here.
Roderick, you here?
Yep.
Wait, it's starting me out at level 3, and I can't change the spell thing is like great.
Here, let me fuck with it. Huh.
Can you just manually change my spell?
Yeah. What would you like to put in its place?
Let me look at it.
Are you still in the character mancer?
No, I'm not. No, I closed it.
Okay.
I'm looking for the level 1 spells now. Oh, just change my shield to ice knife and put chromatic orb back.
Done and done.
Thank you.
Alright, so I'm gonna assume that most of you are back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
So you guys get in a good morning long rest, passing out around 7:30, waking up in the afternoon. you wake to the sound of faint knocking on your in-room doors and the gentle plying of Toblin, the innkeeper. He says, my lords, you have guests.
Who is it?
Well, amongst them are the esteemed Darren Edermath, Sister Griles back as well.
Sister Griles?
Sister Growl, and who's the other one?
Darren Edermath.
I've never heard of that name.
He asks for Gordor specifically.
I'll go look for Gordor. He's not in this room. I'm gonna keep
Toblin.
sleeping.
Toblin goes around banging on the different doors.
I'm snoring really loudly.
He continues to go around banging on doors.
Alright, I get up.
Who's making all that darn tarnation noise?
Open up my door. What's all the ruckus?
Master Morn, you have visitors here.
Oh, who are they? Do I see them?
No, they're downstairs. You're upstairs.
Who was it then? Eh?
Well wishes and supplicants for questing of the adventuring company. They're getting in quite a row down there, impatient, wondering what sort of enterprising men sleep until the afternoon.
Oh, I suppose I'll get ready then. Just let me get proper.
Oh, you bring your friends. And he waves and hustles off back down the stairs. What do you guys do?
I shout over, Roger, get ready, we have guests. And then I close my door.
I slam my door and go to make ready.
The rest of yous?
I'll walk downstairs.
I'll go downstairs behind everyone else.
Yeah, I wanna go downstairs.
Wait, how long did we sleep for?
Yeah.
How much
Roughly
time?
8 hours. You
8
got
hours.
your full rest in for sure.
Okay.
You came into town around 7. It's around 2 or 3 in the afternoon now. So, those of you who go downstairs, as you go down, you see that the tavern is set up much akin to the banquet of yesterday. And to some of you, it may seem like it was longer than just yesterday. But the spirit is decidedly more celebratory and lifted. The grim undertone of a farewell that was present at the banquet has fled the room. You see several people drinking and enjoying themselves, and even a song comes up from the far corner as you all approach, praising your heroic deeds, called The Red Brand Meets a Strong Hand, and it's sung jauntily and cheerfully. But as you enter the room proper, Darren and Sister Garel approach you at the same time, smiling, and they congratulate you on your success.
I'm gonna start making my way down.
Darren is the first to speak. And he says, "You boys really did a fine job out there. I knew that I could count on you to do good by this town." Sister Garel gives a assenting nod, signaling her agreement.
What do you guys want? It's so early in the morning.
Well, a good man's work is never done. As you may well know, Several specters of Glassstaff still haunt the countryside around this town. As I told your friend, he motions to Gordor, there are enterprises that you could be about that would surely help you on your journey. And that reminds me, he produces 2 health potions and gives them directly to Gordor. If you care for more of those, though, you'll have to check out that well. Now, Sister Halia here has come to me, reminding me that she has a concern as well, if you'd listen to it. Wait, not Sister Halia. Garel, my bad.
How does she look? What's her age?
Sister Garel, you know her well. You've spoken to her.
What does she look like? I need the whole deets.
You need the whole deets?
You can even send
We
me
have a
photo.
womanizer in our party, dude. Of course he wants the whole deeds.
Okay, give me just a second.
I need to know the potential of my animal handling check, making it.
Listen, we've already talked about this, haven't we?
Some girls like it like it doggy, dude.
You're terrible.
Yes.
Anyway,
Just slap him in the
Sister,
face again.
she probably will. Let's be honest. For those of you at home, remember that Shade got beat down by this half-elf the last time we saw her.
That wasn't her.
Yeah, it was.
The sister? No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
You talking about the elf, the full-blown elf?
Oh, yeah, she's an elf. My bad. Darren is the
And-
half-elf. Here, hold on. Sister Grael is a zealous young elf who maintains the only temple in Phandalin, a small shrine made of stones that you all have recovered. Beyond that, I guess I have to make up what she looks like. Shit. DM time. She is blonde. She is 5'6". She is slender. And she has hands.
Hell yeah, those hands.
Hands?
Yeah.
She does not have feet.
Oh, she also has feet, but you didn't
She have
ask
real
about it.
feet?
100% booted feet.
All her toes.
You can't see that. She's wearing boots.
Fuck, I'm intrigued, dude. I gotta go in.
Go
Alright,
after
while
it,
he's
man.
doing that, I'm gonna hand everyone 33 gold.
While he's doing that is when you choose to hand everyone 33 gold.
Yeah, I'm ignoring the sisters. I'm just handing people money.
All right, all of you add 33 gold to your inventory. Sister Garel says, this young one, I heard his argument with the town master. He's purely motivated by gold. But, and how it surprises me to say so, the big one seems to have a heart. Big one, she calls to Gordor.
Yes, I say kind of groggy and yeah.
Big
Well-
one, the prisoners that you rescued from the Tresendar Manor last night came to my shrine this morning. They told me that they had asked of you to retrieve a keepsake as a reward from the town of Thunder Tree, ruined as it may be.
The
And it
amulet
rem-
is he referring
The
to?
amulet, yes. As fortune would have it, I too seek something from the ruin of Thunder Tree. Fire Tree, boys. Anyway, I too seek a ruin from the fires of Thunder Tree.
Sorry, can I interrupt you? Who's speaking?
This is Sister Garel.
Alright.
She is an elf. She is 5'6". She is slender and blonde. She has hands. She wears boots.
I don't need the whole, but
She's got
yeah.
hands and feet.
Now you have it, my man. You got it, the whole thing. Anyway, Garel says to you, Gordor, I too seek a relic from Thunder Tree. It is a silver comb, likely to be found in the same ruined store that you're looking for. This comb would be a suitable gift for the nearby Banshee. Will you go there, friend, to Thunder Tree?
Yes. I plan on making my way there eventually.
Eventually, she asked.
Yes, I have business out in Thunder Tree.
I see. What business would keep you from traveling to Thunder Tree immediately?
Gundren.
What of Gundren?
Gundren's in a little bit of a pinch, and I need to help him.
Oh, I'm sure Gundren, clever dwarf as he is, will need no help getting out of whatever problems he has. But these pressing matters, you see, banshees wax and wane with the moon. Should you not address her soon, I fear it will be another month until you can seek her again. I sought her in her lair. She did not appear for me. All the same, I respect your devotion to your friend.
I won't think about it.
Darren gives you a curious look, but doesn't speak.
What do I just address him? Why are you giving the curious look, Darren?
Ah, friend, I know the issue you speak of. We talked. Alas, I think it may be wise for you to pursue other interests. Perhaps you will find aid for your journeys from these kind elves, or in Thunder Tree itself.
How old does Darren look? He's older, right?
He's older, but he has a touch of the Fae in him. He is at least part elf, maybe up to a half.
But he's wise, is what I'm asking, right?
Yeah, he's overtly middle-aged by human standards, but knowing that he is part elf, you imagine he's a good bit older than that.
So so you would suggest going and taking care of this banshee that she speaks of?
Why, yes, and you could always visit the well on your way back.
We do need healing elixirs and items to help us storm the castle of the goblins.
Well, it is your fate, friend, and I will leave you to it. Though remember, if you want more potion... Sorry, I'm reading. If you want more potions, I'll need the supplies from Old Owl Well. Come, Garel, let's not bother them anymore with our wants and worries. Good day, champions.
Where was the location of the Banshee, just out of curiosity?
She has a lair nearby. I imagine... I probably should have described it to you. Garel would have. It is known to be northeast on Tribor Trail. Thunder Tree is northwest. Well, you guys have a map, right? You guys have a map that was given to you at the banquet. Or a map of... Who had the map of the region? I don't remember why you had it, but I remember somebody had it.
I think...
Wasn't it Dunstan?
Dunstan had it?
Oh, geez.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, for the sake of continuing the game, let's say that he left it with you guys.
He left all his shit at the stables, dude.
He left the map. He didn't leave all his shit, though. He got the hell out of here. This is what you guys have firmly pinned out. On the back of a map, there's a small scribble that says, "Get bent losers /W."
Well, that's not very nice.
No, it is not.
I mean, there's not a cock and balls traced on the back of it.
There might be. So you guys are left to kind of sort out what you want to do, both in the immediate as of this day, and
So maybe we should go seek out this amulet and comb that she seeks and try to take care of this banshee as well, clearing out the zombies.
Do I know about the banshee thing?
yeah, she just told you guys.
Okay.
Okay. So this is what she said, and I'll repeat it. Basically, she has been tasked with asking Agatha the Banshee about a spell book belonging to the legendary mage Bojan. Okay? She believes that a character who flatters Agatha's vanity might be able to trade the comb that she told you guys about for an answer. She offers you guys this, and you guys know that she explains that Agatha's lair is outside of Coneyberry to the northeast.
I suppose it
It
would do us good.
it will
Maybe even-
be a few days travel, either to Thunder Tree or Coneyberry. Old Owl Well, however, and Wyvern Tor, which you guys should have a note about, but knowing you guys anyway. All of those things are in the same direction. Thunder Tree is off by itself back towards Neverwinter.
Well, perhaps if we go to Thunder Tree, I might be able to find something as a gift for the Banshee as well, and I can talk to Cragmaw Castle.
Well, that's the idea. Oh yeah. So, do you remember the hook there
The hook for Cragmaw Castle?
in Thunder Tree?
Oh, for Thunder Tree.
Give me a history check.
I believe it was something about the druid, wasn't it?
Okay, yeah, there you go. You guys need to start taking good notes. But also, yeah, so you were told by the halfling woman that her friend could probably guide you, Cragmaw Castle, and he spends his time surveying the plants of Thunder Tree.
I say we visit Agatha's lair now.
Hardly a good idea. We have no gifts for her.
No, we do.
Such as what?
She seeks magical items. We have glass staff's stave.
Hardly enough.
It's not
We could-
magical.
We could always use more.
The staff is just a regular old staff.
It's magical.
How do you know?
How do you not know?
Well, you don't have to detect magic. I don't have to detect magic.
Do you have detect magic, Shade?
I got Fey ancestry.
What is Fey ancestry?
You have advantage in all saving throws from being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep.
Well,
Oh Jesus!
So,
I don't
so
know if
we
that's
have so
relevant.
we have no gift for Agatha.
So we'd have to go to Thunder Tree, retrieve the gift, come back, go to Agatha's lair with the cone.
I mean, you could always try.
it'd be a waste of our time to not go to the tree, only to be turned away if we went to her lair with not ample gifts.
I mean,
could
if we go to
always-
Thunder Tree, we could always retrieve the amulet that the little one.
Well,
or-
Gordo, you have my assistance.
We have plenty of gold.
Overhearing your conversation, Elsa, the tavern wench, stops by. She asks, "What all do you know about Thunder Tree?"
Hardly much.
People talk to trees there.
Well, that old druid, sure, he talks to trees, but don't you know the biggest thing about Thunder Tree?
What's that?
A dragon lives there. They've been talking about it for 5-6 seasons now. every now and again you'll hear somebody come in with a story about how a caravan eaten by a dragon drug off to Thunder Tree. Everybody knows about the dragon in Thunder Tree. I ain't never seen it myself. I ain't left Phandalin since I was a girl. But yeah, there's a dragon up there in Thunder Tree.
Out of character. Why would we not go to the dragon? It's dragon time. I agree. We go there now.
No, oh no, no, no. We can't go. We can't even kill a banshee. How could we kill a dragon?
You don't know we can't kill a man.
Why would we kill the
Dragon,
banshee anyways? It's
dragon,
irrelevant.
Dragon.
Oh,
Let's go.
Right,
Alright,
boys.
so are you guys actually going to Thunder Tree? What would you
Yes.
guys?
The dragon
Okay.
isn't something easy that we could topple over. I hope you guys understand.
Steal from the horde.
There's nothing Tanner can't topple over.
Listen, if anything, we can lose Tanner.
More like
He's the one
Tanner
with all
can
the
lose the
gold.
party so he could stay on the top of the dragon's head. I'm gonna ride that dragon.
No, I.
Didn't know Tanner was into that kind of thing.
That's the only thing he's into.
Thunder Tree sounds like it'll be a place of great profit for us and might even get us the information I need and what we all need.
Wasn't there hints about where Gundren may be at Thunder Tree too?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, Gundren was our
Druid
original
there, though.
goal, so we might as well see what we can find out about Gundren at Thunder Tree.
There's a druid there that can tell us about where he's at. So I believe that will be our best course of action.
If the dwarves are going to Thunder Tree, I'm going to Thunder Tree.
Okay.
Thunder Tree time, baby. Let's get
All
it.
right. So, is there anything you guys would like to do in town before heading out?
Did you say there were shops? What kind of shops are there in town?
There is a general store, trading post, Barthen's Provisions. We'll go back to the town map real quick.
What does Barton's Provision sell?
They sell general adventuring equipment, but no weapons.
Does Darren have an alchemist shop in town?
Eatermath is not actually an alchemist, and he has no shop. He is an orchard keeper who mixes up the occasional herbal remedy.
Oh yeah,
However,
but Darren's an alchemist, the one who's friends with Gordar.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Darren Eatermath. He is not an alchemist as you would find in a normal city, right? Not a master of potions and concoctions. He's just kind of an old adventurer who knows a thing or two and is self-sufficient. So he's learned how to create health potions from some of the things he grows and some things he used to scavenge. However, he just gave Gordor the very last of his stock because the things he needs to scavenge have been barred from him.
What was his name?
Darren Eaterman.
Can I go visit him?
I mean, he just left here. You could probably catch him in the street.
Yeah, I want to catch up to him. I want to talk to
Okay.
him.
We'll deal with that one in just a second.
Okay.
I'd like to look at the letter I got yesterday in private.
Okay. We will also deal with that shortly. So anyway, shops. Arthur's Provisions sells pretty much everything but weapons and armor. Lion Shield Coster has you covered on the weapons and armor to some degree. The Miners Exchange specifically sells metalworking, stoneworking, and woodworking, tools, implements, and stuff like that. They might also have lanterns, ropes, chains, heavy-duty industrial type stuff that you could repurpose or use whatever you need. There is a woodworker in town who can make you containers. He doubles as the town's repairman of wagons, both small and large, from wheelbarrow to proper caravan wagon. There is a stable next to the Stonehill Inn that does have horses for sale, and a smithy that can shoe them and or make minor repairs to armor and weapon.
I like to go to the smithy.
Okay.
I also want to go to the smoothie.
Okay.
Ditto.
All right. So we will start from the top with Baja Blast. Shade, come down a channel with me.
Bye.
What are we doing?
Can you do it
Uh,
with? Should I be going there?
Just
wait, what?
Smith.
Fucking Shade just made us lose some gold by not handing in those fucking letters.
Oh no, he handed them in. He's just hiding it from us because we don't
Yeah,
know.
it's ridiculous, right? That sneaky
It's
fuck,
fine.
man.
Oh, we don't even know that he has it, right?
Right.
Because
We
we didn't.
can't even
Yeah,
challenge it.
we.
Probably gonna get this sword looked at, and I'm probably gonna
How
sell
much
this
gold do
thing.
you guys all have?
I got
45.
45.
But there's more gold we didn't split, right?
I believe so.
Like in our community chest, we never split it.
We never split the community chest. I think. I
Right.
think it's just sitting in the end.
It's
How
just
much do?
chill.
Oh, I remember how much.
I
I
think
have
that
it
one had
written
like
down.
a few hundred.
Yeah.
That one is 600 copper and 110 silver.
So it's not that much.
That's like what 16, 17 gold.
About.
All right. Who was next? Liz, you wanted to catch Darren in the street.
Yeah.
Okay. You exit the inn after bidding your companions. Oh, well, I guess so. Have you guys laid out when you want to meet up or anything like that? To leave? That's an all you guys question.
We can meet up right before supper, and we could decide where we want to or something. Unless you guys have something in mind.
Yeah, we can
It
meet up
is,
at the.
sorry, it is roughly 4 p.m. You guys can all address an article or two of business before shops close and all that stuff.
Because I assume we would probably want to rent the wagon again, right?
Yes, and well, rent or purchase, that's your choices. Uh, but yeah, you guys can do that. There is also some loot that you guys might have picked up. You may want to parse out and sell.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do after I talk to Darren.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and deal with your Darren experience first.
I'm gonna come up behind Darren. I'm gonna tap him. Hey, buddy. My green friend told me you're an alchemist of some sort.
He pauses and turns around, considering you with the measured gaze of a man who bears little respect. He says, "Alchemist I am not. Herbal remedies and salves and balms I have minor skill with. What is it you need from me, friend?"
Well, we're about to set off on another adventure, and I need health potions, and I was wondering what are you missing to make me some health potions?
Ah, well, in my garden grows the average remedy that you would want. A bit of sage and lavender, things like that. The truly potent herbs, however, can be found around the Old Owl Well. As I told your friend Gordor, there have been reports of, and he glances around here and leans in and he whispers, undead at the Old Owl Well. I wouldn't have you put into danger, but I cannot make any more until I have those herbs.
What is those herbs? Which herbs do you need?
Particularly, King's Foil would be of much use.
Okay, so here I found this alchemist kit and some powdered nightshade. Do you have any use for?
Nightshade, that's a poison, dear boy.
Can you make me some poison then?
Oh, I don't fool with poison, friend. What else did you find, though?
Some dragon bile, some mercury, and some beaver pelt. Anything of interest?
Hmm, beaver pelt you could hawk at Bothan's, no doubt, but it sounds to me, and mind you, I've only dabbled a bit, but it sounds to me as though you have the makings of an invisibility potion. I could try my hand, though I give you no guarantees.
Well, here, you can have these and you could try your best at an invisibility potion since I have no use for it and I'm not short of it.
Well, are you all planning to visit the old owl well after all?
Perhaps maybe after our journey to Thunder Tree.
Ah, Thunder
It's
Tree.
con-
Well, by the time you arrive back from Thunder Tree, I should be able to let you know whether I'll produce or not. Leave the kit and the ingredients with me, and I'll do my best.
okay.
And he
Uh,
holds his hands out to accept those things.
real quick, how do I get rid of it in my inventory?
Click the unlock down at the bottom. All
Okay.
those blanks will have a trash bag by them. So he takes the kit and the ingredients and bundled up, and he departs, saying over his shoulder, "Check back with me after Thunder Tree," and then hurries on his way.
And then I'll go to Barton's Provisions to try and sell the beaver pelt.
All right, you head up the street, and as you round the corner from the Stonehill Inn, your friends emerge, heading towards the smithy. Smithy boys, will deal with you real quick.
I'll walk in first.
So, you all head up the road as a group, passing the stables to your right and turning into the smithy. What you see before you is a relatively threadbare accommodation. It doubles as home, one bedroom house with an open air outdoor forge. Uh, Open air is a little bit much. It's a covered forge, but it has no walls. Uh, the town's blacksmith is hard at work producing nails, which you assume will be riveted into a wheel nearby. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Just a second. All right. So you guys see the town's blacksmith hard at work making simple things. What would you like to do?
Sorry, was it to me? I had to go yell at some people.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, all of you have entered this outdoor open smithy forge that he's working at.
Is there a table nearby or anything? Like in front of him? I guess I could just drop right in front of him. I drop my axe in front of him and ask him if he could do a quick sharpening. That I feel that my axe is dull, friend. Can you sharpen this for me?
Oh, I see her sharpened. You can pick her up before sundown. I have to finish this wheel before I address any other concerns. Do you have any other concerns besides that monster of an axe?
Before sundown, could you make haste with this? Can you just do this one first, please?
Well, a simple sharpening is 5 copper. I could delay my other work, I suppose, for a proper silver, sir.
I will gladly give you two silver if you can have it done before. When did we say we're gonna leave? At dawn or not dawn?
Dinner or something?
Dinner.
Sundown?
Yes, before sundown.
Oh, well, if you'd like to post up right over there, I'll have it right away. And he picks up the axe and holds out a hand and
I give him two.
juggles the axe and then he puts the silver in his leather apron pocket and he takes it over to a wheel and he sits down at the wheel and he begins to pump the wheel with his foot and he starts whistling a tune and he says, "Oh yeah, just grinding," and does that. He seems to pay the rest of you no mind for a moment, and he pauses though as he sees you're all still just kind of standing there, and he says, "How can I help you, good dwarves? Just a grinding this old axe. Got me axe to grind, I guess."
I'm just here to admire your work. I'm a fellow smithy myself.
Well, great compliment coming from a dwarf. I know you all do those crafts of great renown and talent, and oh, mercy me, told him goodbye, dwarf. I guess I'll sharpen this axe some more. And he goes back to sharpening the axe. It takes
Excellent.
about
Him.
5-10 minutes, and you believe you've got a pretty fair sharpening on the axe. He passes it back to you, and he says, "May you cleave many an orc and never go hungry."
Oh,
I ask him if anyone else has come in within the last day to pawn off any goods.
Well, no, I can't say they have, sir. The ruffians usually bring me their business, but trouble with it, as you know. No sign nor tale of 'em since you all did what you did up in that old manor.
come to think of it, you're a local of this place, and how long have you been here?
Oh, I've been here since here was here, I tell you. My family were some of the survivors of the first Phandalin pack.
Well, perhaps you could tell me something about this sword that I found. I want to show him the longsword that I found from the Nothic.
Oh, that's a paladin sword there, sir, if I ever seen one. No doubt deserving of the Black Hawk of Trezendar. You know the stories, the old Black Hawk?
I'm not familiar, no.
Black Hawk died in his own house, defending it from orcs. That's why we say cleave orcs and eat well and other things so nicely. There's a old hatred for the Tuscan ones here in town.
Well, I suppose at least now I have the story behind this sword. Thank you.
Oh, thank yourself. That's a fine find there. Fine find there. Shouldn't lay fallow, I tell you. You better put that sword in somebody's hand. Anyway, here's your axe, sir, all done for you. And I'll be back to hammering me wheel now, if that's fine by you all.
How does the town think about orcs nowadays? I ask him.
Well, son, the town takes any and all strangers as they are. Until you cause trouble, you ain't none. Though orcs, proper orcs, we wouldn't respond well to those, 'cause they'd come a pillaging. That's what an orc does.
Have you ever seen an orc?
Well, not in 40 years probably, since I was a wee lad. I seen an orc one time in a forest. I think he was an orc anyway. He was proper green, and big, and it might have been just a tree, but it scared me so I ran right away. I saw an orc though. I tells you, I told the whole town I seen an orc, and they all called me crazy.
When I reach out my hand, I deliberately move the cloak aside so he can see my green hand as I grab my axe from him.
He lets out a little gasp. He says, "Son, you got the gangrene from moving into that manor? There's rusty nails all over it, I tell you." Or is there something darker about you, son? And he gives you a quizzical eye.
I don't say anything, and I turn around and I start walking out.
Hoo-wee! He whistles and he goes back to hammering nails into the nearby wagon wheel. Says, "Ain't me a dwarf and an orc in one day, I tell you. Unless he was a tree. I don't think he was a tree, though." And he goes back to his work.
This man is going crazy.
As you guys come out of the smithy, you see Tanner flip into Barthen's provision. Tanner, what do you do inside?
I'm gonna go up to the counter. I'm gonna take out my dirty beaver pelt, and I'm gonna ask, are you guys interested in buying some beaver pelts, I guess?
Oh, we love fur around here, wives and all. We don't tell them it's beaver, though. They wouldn't love beaver fur. We call it mink or fox, with a wink, you fox.
Well, how much you
Anyway,
giving me for these?
oh, I'd say we could do a gold and a half per pelt.
How about we do a trade? What do you guys have in stock?
Well, take you a look around. Much to your eyes' delight, we'll credit you 50 gold for all your beaver pelt.
What's there? What does this thing sell? This plate?
Basically anything off of the adventuring gear list from the PHB. They also have a mule and 3 chicken. Live one.
Adventuring gear.
Yep. I will link it to you if you like.
I'm looking at it right now.
Will you just type in adventuring gear?
Mm-hmm.
If I get a healer's kit, will I be able to stabilize people if they're knocked out?
I think that you have to be proficient in medicine to
But
use the healer's kit, but I might be
okay.
wrong. But I could be wrong. No, you don't, actually. You can just use the healer's kit to stabilize without needing to make a wisdom check. Do you have to be proficient? Let me Google. Do you have to be proficient healers?
Okay.
So,
Beaver fur is worth mink fur.
what?
Yeah, beaver is a more prized fur than mink.
Really?
Yeah. There's a reason why they went extinct in Europe.
That's an interesting tidbit, my dude. Yeah, apparently you don't have to be proficient in the healer's kit, but it only has 10 uses.
Okay, do they sell potions of healing? Cause I see that under.
They do not. Those are a
Okay.
little bit more rare than what they have on offer here.
Okay, I'll just take a healer's kit and whatever is remaining in gold.
Also, I
All
thought
right.
Ozog was the one with the beaver pelts.
I don't think so.
No, I had them. I was the one who searched it.
The guy at the counter trades you out the healer's kit, and then he offers you 40 gold for the remainder.
Okay, I'll be fine with it.
He snickers to himself as he passes you a sack of 40 gold.
I'm gonna look at him. It's like, I know what you did, but I'm gonna allow it this time because I'm in a good.
He lets out a cough into his sleeve and says, "Have a good day, sir."
You too. I don't believe.
All right, so where are you heading after Barthen's provisions?
Do I still see the Gordor and Roderick outside?
Yeah, your brief foray into Barthen's, you catch them as they're leaving the smithy. Seems like they lingered a bit just in case you wanted to catch up. And
I'll
you
catch up
guys
to
meet
them.
in front of the stable.
We should think about running or purchasing the carriage, or what is it called? The cart thing? The wagon. Yeah, the wagon.
Yeah, I'd like a wagon.
I thought we
I'm
already had
I'm
a
no good at
wagon.
walking.
No, we returned the wagon.
Yeah, we need to get a wagon and a donkey or some shit.
It'll be a long voyage to Thunder Tree.
Where can we find ourselves a wagon to purchase?
Well, right in front of the stables. Tanner.
I mean, stables sell horses, not wagons.
Isn't that where we returned the wagon when we got here?
You're a smart work. I like it. Can I go inside the stables and ask? Is there someone?
Yeah, you guys approach the stable. It is a pretty basic stable attached to the inn. It has 8 stalls. 4 of those stalls have horses in them, and there seem to be 2 different types of horses. And then the rest, there are 3 mules, a donkey, and a goat. In front of the stable, there are several wagons and wagon-like vehicles, uh, just kind of sitting around.
Which ones like are they all like raggedy, or is there a nice one, or is there?
As you are admiring and examining these different vehicles, the patron of the stable approaches. Well, good day, sirs.
Greetings. The Great Tanner would like to purchase the finest wagon and the finest horse.
Well, wagon ain't so fine a thing now, is it? You can have a carriage, though. I have a carriage. 100 gold.
What's the difference between the carriage and the wagon that we had before?
He motions to a carriage, which is a proper covered carriage. It is enclosed riding space with a rack for luggage on the back. Luggage loot comes with a chest. Even it has a space for a driver. You could reasonably this carriage is akin to a stagecoach. You could reasonably fit 4 people inside of it, and then 2 in the driver's seat. And then there is a pretty large place to house luggage in the back.
Okay, what about your finest horses or mules?
Well, pull this carriage you could do with a draft horse. I have 2 in the back, 50 gold apiece.
So it will be a total of 200 gold for every.
Full kit, throw in some feed if you like.
Uh, Let me discuss this with my party members. Guys, this shit 200 gold.
Yes.
Seems a little outrageous.
Seems like
Yeah,
an extravagance.
Sounds pretty proper to me.
you got 200 gold to dish out, little dwarf?
Well, no, of course not, but that seems to be what you're asking for. Asking for quality, aren't you?
Do we want to chip in for the highest quality?
Do we even have 200 gold between us?
I'm
We
s-
have
I'm sure we
45.
do. I'm willing to dish out most of it.
I
How
have.
much do you have?
I've got a good amount.
This guy's
That's
fucking ripping us off.
vague.
What's the
Listen.
weight of these horses and donkeys?
The actual weight of horses and donkeys.
I'm Googling
I think
it.
horses are 800 pounds. I remember hearing that from another campaign.
He's asking for a friend. I have
I
around.
don't actually know. It's not in their stat blocks. How much they weigh.
Because there's too many of us for it to call us. Because a horse can only do 15% of its weight in carrying, and a donkey can only do 25%.
No, draft horse carrying capacity is 540 pounds. One of them alone could almost carry the carriage, and the other would make it quite all right.
So these are 3,000-pound horses?
Draft
I mean-
horses could be.
A really strong horse is about a ton.
The average weight of a Belgian heavy draft horse is 2,000 pounds. Also, I don't know where you got that 15% of its weight thing from, but it's not a D&D rule.
I just know some things about draft horses and donkeys.
Alright, guys, so what are we gonna do about
All of this
purchasing one of these?
Well, we need something. We'd be traveling for days. going back and forth, so I think it's a good investment.
How much is the
How?
donkey?
Shay, you're not here, are
Shit,
you?
you're not here.
Get
I
out
wanna
of
know how
here.
much the donkey is.
Don't fucking matter. You tell him, Ogre, so you can shut up.
8 gold for 1 donkey. Well, the donkey here costs 8 gold for sure.
So right now it's just me, Gordor, Roderick, and Morn right now, right?
Yes.
I think Ozog is with you
I'm
guys,
here.
Oh, okay.
hanging around.
How much gold can you guys dish out for this?
Well, if there's 5 of us here, that would be, what, 40 gold apiece?
I'm willing to give out 100 gold of my personal saving.
Well, then I'll take it. I'll take
So
that.
you guys would each have to give me 20 gold, and I'll purchase.
I hand him 20 gold.
I hand him 20 gold.
20 gold then.
Zog?
Zog,
I think we should bring the price down. It's too much.
are you good at haggling? I'm no good at haggling.
Yeah, I'll haggle with it.
Go give it a try first.
Zog, you reapproach the man? Is that what I'm getting here? You
Yeah,
reapproach
yep.
him to do some haggling?
Yep.
Okay, so open up the conversation, my dude. He's standing waiting. Says,
Alright.
what have you and your friends decided?
I think your price is a little.
Ah, well, your friend asked for the best, and I offered him the price for the best. I do have wagons, and I have mules. Much cheaper alternative.
I doubt you make as big of a sale that often. So how about 150?
Quarter reduction. Alright, Roderick, I'll see you, bud.
Bye,
Quarter reduction. Oh, I couldn't look at myself in the looking glass. 190. Mind I was generous, offered to throw in feed for the horses, grease for the axles.
Best we can do. 170.
Give me a persuasion roll. Give me a deception roll or a persuasion roll. Your choice.
Both.
Nope, we're gonna go with that one. He gives you a curious look and, well, I reckon you are adventurers. Maybe you'll make the I'll do this. You can have me for 150 now, 25 in a week's time. Or a 10 day, a proper 10 whole days.
Alright, we could just do 175 now.
Oh, if you could do 175, you could do 190, right?
No.
Oh, okay. He hangs his head and he goes to begin preparations. Have that gold ready by sundown. Do you guys wait around for him to hitch up your wagon and sort your horses and stuff?
So it's 175, right? I'm still willing to dish out the 100. So what's 75 divided by 15?
15,
Yes.
Are you guys all handing me 15 gold?
Yeah.
yeah. 15 is proper, yeah.
Alright. I'll go hand him the money right now.
Okay. He says, we can have the horses out in just a minute then. And you see him go to the very back of the stable. He brings out 2 large brown horses and begins to hitch them up to a pretty fine carriage. The carriage itself is painted mahogany, brown-ish red. After about 20-30 minutes, he's got a whole sorted carriage with horses, the back loaded with a small case of wagon maintenance materials and 2 sacks of large sacks of feed for the horses.
How long is the fee gonna last?
You imagine that you could stretch these bags of feed out over the 10-day, provided you allowed the horses to graze during your rests.
Okay. Alright, guys, we've got our wagon. Is there any other business you guys need to take care of in town?
No, that seems to be it.
Nope, I got my axe sharpened.
All right, so you guys head back to the inn, was it, to meet up?
Yeah.
I'd like to go to the stables while they make it back to the inn, since I'm still at the inn.
So you're gonna pass them on the way.
Yes.
Okay. So you pass your companions as they go to the inn, and you arrive at the stable.
Where can I go with the rings, Mike?
Oh, I'll get you right after I get
Okay.
Shade's stable stuff.
I'd like to ask him, what sort of animals do you have at this fine establishment?
Got 2 horses left, 3 donkeys, 1 mule. Wait, 3 mule. You know, I can't tell them apart ever. And then I got a goat.
Doesn't he also have chickens?
Nope.
Who had the chickens?
Barthen's Provisions. But you wouldn't know that,
You
Shade.
wouldn't know that shit.
Fuck. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can do that, I guess. I'd like to buy one of the mules.
You know, if you prefer, my cousin has a riding pony.
Where is your cousin located in town?
Well, he lives out on the edge, to- towards towards the sleeping giant, just across the street, actually.
How large is that goat?
Ah, well, she's a milking goat. Not much use for traveling.
Good milkers on her?
Don't know what you'd qualify as a good milker, son.
I guess then I'll go see the guy with the riding pony.
All right, you head off across town, and you pass Ozog, who slips into the Lion Shield Coster. Ozog, you see a sharp-witted woman, quick of tongue and expressive face behind the bar, manning the Lion Shield trading costume. And then I shake my head at Ozog.
Yeah. What do I do?
Do you approach the woman? You tell me.
Oh yeah, the rings. Yes, I pushed the.
All right, give me some more. Role play with me, Ozog.
Uh, I didn't think this through.
So you just bring the rings out and show them to her, or what?
Yeah,
I mean,
just
what?
put them on the desk. Boom.
Fine little stash of treasure you found there, friend. Do you know what these are worth?
I do not. Tell me.
She cracks a smile at you and rubs her hands together, knowing she's just made her money for the day.
Okay.
Well, friend, they're worth 30 gold.
That check.
Insight check?
Yeah.
Give me one. You can tell that she's not being honest. However, it doesn't seem like she's trying to hide it. Rather, she's testing you.
How much did she say? 30 gold?
Mm-hmm.
30 gold seems a bit low made for platinum.
Ah, there you are. Smart one, I knew you were. It's 35 gold apiece. How many did you say you had?
6.
All right. Well, let one of my sons do up the math, and there you are. And by the by, that's a nice rapier you wear on your hip.
Which one? Different?
Good question. And she winks at you and then turns to go. One of her sons comes out and begins to count out 6 sacks of 35 gold each. He hands them all to you in a big shove across the counter. Says, how you deal with all that's your problem, friend.
Okay.
He then stands there looking at you.
I wanted to say something about Shade, but I can't, right? Like, nothing.
What?
Never mind. Does Shade sell the shit here?
No.
Never mind. Say thank you.
And you skedaddle, making it back to the Stonehell Inn as the rest of your companions are doing what?
No?
Talking about us?
Yep.
I like to look at our party and everyone, and I ask them, should we check out the Sleeping Giant before we leave to see if any ruffians are still intact, or do you think they all head for the hills since we
You never know.
captured Glassstaff?
You never know. We might need to check.
Wait, everyone's here?
I mean, they might stage some kind of retrieval of their leader.
I was quite worried about that. Might be a good idea.
All right. So, you guys want to go there, huh?
I get rid of these out of my thing now.
Roderick declares that he will remain behind to tend the wagon and load up party supplies into it. He asks, do we need food?
What?
Roderick is
What'd he say?
asking if he needs food.
If we need food, or he needs food?
If we need food. He wants to know what he should get you guys in preparation for your journey.
I'll
Yeah.
take a meal.
Yeah, you should stack up on rations for our journey.
All right, 3 gold each.
I hand him 3 gold.
Roderick has affected an accent.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Don't I have rations still?
Yeah, you probably do.
From my explorer's pack, right?
You might.
Where did you find those rings, Ogre?
They were in coffin.
Doesn't somebody else have platinum rings?
No, they put them all back because they didn't want a grave rob.
Oh yeah, only Genja has.
Genji was not with them when they got discovered, and he went back on his own and found them and kept them. He told you guys he kept them, though.
Okay, I tell everyone I sold the rings and ask if they want gold.
You can keep my part. I have nothing to do with blood money.
One for me? Anybody else?
I'll take some gold, since considering that we just spent a lot of gold on
Okay, 24 gold.
Roderick looks to Morn and lowers his eyes for a moment, then says, I'll take my share and Morn's. We'll put it in the communal chest and make sure that it's spent on good deed.
Okay, 40 for that.
He'll take Morn's as well. So he wants 70.
What? Going
Yeah.
20 apiece.
No, they sold for 35 apiece, right?
So they don't know.
Oh, okay.
We don't know
So he'll
that. He
take.
just said he sold it, so
Okay.
he's giving us 20 gold apiece.
All right, so he'll take the 40 and
Yeah.
put it in the community chest, which he's unloading onto the wagon, or loading onto the wagon as it happened.
Nobody else. Tanner,
Oh,
Adonis.
I'm good.
I'm
Okay.
not there with you.
You guys
Oh,
right
he's
now.
not. All right.
All right, so you guys give Roderick the money he needs to prep for this upcoming adventure, and you set off till the Stonehill Inn. Up ahead of the road, you might catch
Sleeping
a
Giant.
glimpse. Yeah, my bad, Sleeping Giant. Ahead of you guys, you might just catch the flash of Adonis's cloak as he turns to a homestead to the south. Adonis, you approach the. How do you approach?
I knock on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door of a small but well kept homestead where a new circle is. After a few seconds, a young farmer with a trusting looking face opens the door.
Hello, I hear you have a pony for sale.
Who sent you for my pony?
Your cousin at the stables.
Doug? Question
Yeah,
mark?
sure, Doug.
Doug. He's a good cousin, I tell you. And, well, I do have a pony, and it is for sale. It's a black pony, though. Always felt a little bit odd about a black pony. Would you like to see it?
Yes, I would like to see it. I'm interested in buying it.
Well, come right in then. And he opens the door wide and turns around to cross through his house.
He keeps his
How
pony
does
in
his
his
house look?
Give me a perception check. Perception check.
Why the fuck does this not open half the time? Okay, here we go. Perception. That's a 21, right?
No, you didn't have it. Or do you have advantage?
How would I have advantage?
You answer that question. You're the one that rolled it.
I didn't roll. Okay, the 21 is if I had advantage. I didn't know that.
You notice a curious drawing on the mantle of the man's fireplace. Would you like to take a closer look?
Sure.
That's what you see. Other than that, nothing too interesting.
You sack of shit.
Nothing too interesting in the young man's house. He eventually leads you out the back door. Out behind the man's house is a decent-sized yard that has been converted into a pen for a surprisingly healthy-looking black pony. He glances over at you and says, "He's a beaut, isn't he?"
Yes, he is blacker than wet soot.
He bursts into a chortle and says, "You should see what he could do with a trumpet," and then shakes his head and laughs. He says, "That'll be 30 gold for that pony."
How about 25 gold. I'm an adventurer, and I'm gonna need to pay for his food, and I'm going to be out of town for quite a bit. Such journeys are taxing, and I think 25 is a fair price. A draft horse would go for much more and would serve the same purpose.
Well, this pony will carry you, I think, and you'll make a fair amount off of your adventures. You maybe 25 should be fine.
Does this include a saddle?
I ain't never put a saddle on him before. Old Doug, he can sort you out with food and a saddle, though.
I think that's a fair deal. Do you have any goats or chickens by any chance?
No, I don't keep the farm. I work on one, but I'm young and a bit poor. This pony's all I got.
What's up?
Would Alderley Farm have a selection of goats and chickens?
They primarily deal with crops. If you want livestock, they sell it up at Barthen's. By the 10 day. We're nearing the end now, so pickings are probably slim, but you could find something there, I'm sure.
Alright, I believe 25 gold is a fair price.
He exchanges 25 gold for a pony with a rope tied around its neck, so you can lead it down the street.
Alright. I want to take my pony to Barthen's Provisions.
Okay, as you leave the farmhouse, you come across several of your companions heading to... Oh, just a second. The Sleeping Giant Tavern.
I have no interest in joining them. I need to buy food and a saddle for my pony.
Okay, then we are going to deal with them first. One moment, boys, while I set you up.
When I see him, can I just start laughing?
Sure.
I'm gonna huddle down with Roderick and Moy. I'm like, you see this guy? What is what is
Seems to be a pony.
Wait, you're at the stables right now?
No, okay,
You
so
passed
I'll
us.
show you.
Well,
Walking
how is he
with a
laughing
donkey.
with Roderick? What sort of sorcery is this?
Oh yeah,
You
Roderick's
have
there.
to. Where's Roderick? Isn't Roderick with us?
No, he's
No,
taking
he's
care
back
of.
at the inn.
Are we all at the
I
end?
look at I,
No,
I
we're
glance
going.
at
We're walking to
you,
the Sleeping
Okay,
Giant.
hold on.
distraught as you're laughing alone, thinking you're surrounded by friends, but you're just
Listen.
by yourself.
Here, listen. All right, you guys left the Stonehill Inn en route to the Sleeping Giant. The house where Shade saw a curious picture and purchased a pony from was across the street from the
Ah,
Sleeping
okay,
Giant.
gotcha.
So as he's walking back towards Stonehill, you guys cross paths.
Alright, then I'll just huddle next to Morn and start laughing at him. What a loser. What is this kid think he's doing?
What sort of time traveling magic do you possess, boy?
And I think he's going crazy now.
Alright, you guys do whatever the fuck you're gonna do at the Sleeping Giant.
I think my party's AFK.
No, I'm here. I don't. He's Ogre said he was getting something ready for us, right? Like I was just waiting.
Yep.
Yeah.
My party has zero reaction to a bard walking a pony on the streets.
Why would we have a reaction to him?
Dude, we're literally in the middle of a bumfuck nowhere town.
The Sleeping
People
Giant's just a
holy
bar, right?
People are just probably shitting on
Ogre.
the streets.
Yep. So, you guys approach the Sleeping Giant Tavern, a relatively small bar with no stable on the side of it, so ignore that if you will.
I just walk
Uh,
in.
Do so.
Okay, I walk in.
Shit,
I look.
In the bar,
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, never mind.
in the bar, you see 3 young men in red cloaks with their heads rested on the bar proper. Another sits at a table by himself, using up 2 chairs, one to sit, the other to rest his feet upon. He sharpens his knife. As you walk in, he says, "Think you came to the wrong part of town, friend."
I want to walk up to the bar and order a drink.
There is no barman, but you can walk up to the bar.
Make our own drinks.
Do we make our own drinks here or what?
Is it a BYOB establishment?
Is someone?
How does this work?
Do one of the other people have a drink in their hand over there? Like,
There are drinks in front of them. The glasses are, for the most part, empty. Behind the bar, you see one large, well-abused keg.
It's keg time.
is it? Is it? Can I reach over and make myself a drink?
You would have to walk around the bar to access the keg.
I can't see anything. I'm in the bar too, though.
Wait, you don't have any... Where are you?
Bar, but it's
He's
all
outside
black.
the bar.
Hold on.
Can't see anything.
Tokens.
Shit's all black.
Ozog. Where the hell is Ozog?
It's right under where I am. It's like
These are
3 blocks under me.
I have to mess with your token, Ozog.
My whole thing's
Because-
black.
Yeah, I know. What do you see now?
My token.
That's it?
That's it.
What do you see now?
Street. Alright. Alright, I'm in here now.
I want to casually like shove past this boy and shout out as I walk behind to the bar and say, "Does anybody want me to pour them a drink?"
And I
The
ask for a
one you
drink.
shove past rouses, looks at you, and he seems confused. The kind of confusion that comes from being woken up. He says, "What are you doing here?"
Oh, just coming to look around, grab myself a drink. Do you want one?
"I'll be drinking your blood tonight, friend." And he draws his sword, and so too do his now apparently awakened companions. Give me an initiative roll.
I want to reply to him, "No." That's all.
For the record, I'm like at the door with my feet like holding the door, ready to run if anything comes my way.
I forgot to double click shit. 20.
I'll edit it for you. All right, Tanner. It seems very apparent that your friends have begun an armed confrontation with the last of the Red Brand ruffian.
Alright, I'm gonna peek in the door with my staff equipped. I'm just gonna fire at the one sitting by himself. Chromatic orb.
Okay? You hit.
God damn. I'll empower it. Reroll the 2 ones.
Okay. So give me a roll 2d8. The chromatic orb shatters as it hits the ruffian's chest, and he cries out, "We were only boys," before falling dead.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go back outside and close the door.
He's accepted this.
Ozog, your turn.
Which one did he hit?
The one that was by himself to the left.
Okay, I'm gonna hit this one.
Okay, give us an attack with advantage, as you are, in fact, flanking.
Oh,
Oh, that's
You
good.
crit! Oh, Jesus.
Poor boys.
As your rapier explodes out of his chest, his back was turned to you and he was facing Gordor. Explodes out of his chest, spattering blood all over Gordor. He puts a hand on the half-orc's chest and says, "I was giving it up," and then it expires.
Alright.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I move and then offhand attack?
You can move and then offhand attack. You will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Will. But I got cunning action.
If you use your bonus action to
I can't
disengage, you cannot attack.
Alright. Getting. Do I roll the offhand one now?
Yep.
I don't have advantage, right?
Yep, and you don't have sneak attack. Wait, did you hit? No, you didn't. You missed. The ruffian scrambles out of his chair as he sees what you've done to his friend who lies slumped on the bar, dead. He lets out a scream. Gordor, your turn.
I'm not gonna draw my weapon, but instead I'm just gonna tell them that I yell. Hold on, I gotta think of what I'm gonna say. We took your leader. The Red Bands is no longer exist in this town. You guys should just take your weapons and leave, or we'll do the same to what we just did to your two friends.
What? Why are you here then? They yell in unison. The one on the left says, "The guitar is in the back. We weren't gonna keep it. We promised." And then they flee. You guys can make attacks of opportunity if you like.
I don't.
All right. They both run out of the street, into the street. They see Tanner. They go the other way entirely until they are out of view.
Now I feel awful.
I mean, we didn't kill anybody more.
That was awful, guys. Why'd you guys make me do that?
They're just children.
You guys can't be picking fights randomly, you know?
Award each of yourselves 50 experience.
Wow, I got 50 experience for watching two kids die. Jesus Christ. Is there a napkin on the table or anything?
There's a red cloak.
I will take the red cloak and start cleaning myself of the blood that
You
Ozog
lift
splattered all
the
over.
red cloak of the dead boy in front of you.
Oh
and
no!
clean the blood off of your face and chest.
Well, I guess he's dead anyway. I'm a barbarian. Who cares?
I'm gonna need quite the drink for this. I'm gonna pour myself a drink.
All right, you guys begin to serve yourselves drink.
I hold my.
Ozog, what are you doing, my dude? Ozog, I saw you move back there. What do you want to do back there? Ozog, you're silent. Give me some words, my dude.
I've been talking. Hello? Shit, this mic. Fuck.
Ozog,
What
do you...
did they say to me when they died?
So something about something in the back, but I don't
That's
know.
what I thought. Okay.
Give me an investigation check as you go
Right.
back and begin to search the room.
Alright.
Can I see what's in value? Is there anything valuable in the current room, the bar room?
There is a till, if you would like to explore that. Ozog, your search of this room yields nothing. Give me another
Okay.
investigation check. You find a few sacks of silver coins, summing up to about 29. Give me another investigation check for this room. You find nothing of value in that room. Give me one for this room. You find a curious instrument tucked under the left bed.
Okay, that's what I need.
It is somewhere between a lute and a guitar, a stringed instrument of old. You're not proficient with stringed instruments, are you?
Nah. Mic gone. Fuck. No, it's
Yeah,
alright.
you're all right. You're good. Last room. You find a stack of letters in one of the chests. Would you like to read them?
Yes.
Leafing through the letters, you realize that this is a bundle of documents written in sloppy children's handwriting. Almost every single one of them is written to a family member, whether it's a parent, an aunt, or a brother or sister, and they seem as though they were never delivered from this place, rather intercepted and kept.
Okay.
And that is all there is of note in the rooms back there. Tanner, you avail yourself to the till.
What's a till?
It is where you keep the money in a business.
Oh, hell yeah. Where is that? Is that back here?
Probably about right here
Oh,
at the
yeah.
corner of the
What do I
bar.
find?
You find 14 gold, 33 silver, and 60 copper.
Real quick. 14 gold?
14 gold, 20 or 30
30,
silver, I think,
33, 30, 30 silver? Okay, 30. And how
and
much
then
copper?
62 copper.
Okay.
Gordor, what you up to, bud?
I'm gonna walk back here to see what's back here.
There is another large keg in the corner that would provide you with ale for days to come, were you to abscond with it, and the rest is just dirty glassware.
I will take the keg for our trip.
All right, you have a keg of ale. Anything else you guys would like to explore, gather, or do while you're here?
What's
Wasn't
up on her?
What?
What's up in here?
I'm actually not at the computer right now. Where are you?
there's a couple small boxes back there that's like
Just by and large bullshit. The crates have been emptied out. And sign of heavy, muddy foot traffic is in the area. Give me an insight check.
Isn't insight used for like like seeing if people are lying and stuff?
Oh yeah, it's an investigation, I guess, isn't it?
And
Or
like
no?
perception is the one you use to for your surroundings?
Yep, there's a reason I asked for insight.
Okay.
It can reveal motive, patterns of what people have done,
The tracks.
etc. You believe that goods were moved in and out of here, but you just can't make the connection of why something would come here and leave again.
Okay.
So you guys have thoroughly explored the tavern. Anything else you'd like to do while you're here?
is there a sign that says sleeping giant anywhere?
Out on the front, there is a sign. It says Sleeping Giant, and there is a large stick figure laying on its side. It's a crudely drawn sign, hasn't been well treated.
Is there a
throughout
way
its
we can
life.
like knock the sign over and put up something that says like the Rowdy Creeks on it or something like that? Can we claim this place as our own?
You know what?
Yes, I agree.
Team effort, okay? Give me a strength check, not a saving throw. Just a strength check. Give me an athletics check, an acrobatics check, an arcana check, and a history check.
Wait, you
Those
want
are the
all of
checks
those from everyone?
I
Or
want one
you
of
wanna
those
be...
from somebody.
Oh, okay, never mind. I don't do the strength then.
I'll do the strength.
I'll do Arcana. God fucking damn it.
All right. So, you guys manage to knock down the sign fairly well. The sleeping giant sign lays on the ground. It is thoroughly destroyed. However, as you, Gordor, pick Ozog up. Oh, hold on. We'll get to that in a minute. Liz and Morn set to flipping the sign over and scrawling a new namesake on it. It says the Roady Creeks. ROADY CRICKS. The Roady Creeks. As you pick Ozog up to lift him up to hang your new sign, he hangs it tilted to the right.
Perfect, guys.
That's perfect. Good job. Like, okay, out of character. Can we actually claim this place? Can we actually like live here?
I mean, yeah, at your own risk. I mean, it is a place that was owned and ran by Glassstaff. You might want to talk to someone in town about it, but in character, you've made your claim.
Hell yeah. Okay.
We gotta find someone to work it now.
Yeah, we got a bar now, boys.
We-
Can we actually
Oh,
make?
we fucking running a bar
Yeah,
in this
we
town?
are. We're-
Hell yeah, we're bar owners.
It's just us though.
Tobin's gonna be so mad. I put these bastards up in my house, and then they go and they start their own competition. But anyway, so you guys have laid claim to the sleeping giant. What would you like to do now? Oh, Shade. Actually, we're gonna deal with Shade. Shade, you have passed back by the stable. Would you like to buy a saddle?
I was going to Barthen's Provisions. Wait, no, the stable and Barthen's are right next to each other, right?
You passed the stable on your way to Barthen's, yeah?
Well, I can't see anything. It's still black for me.
Oh, sorry. I will put you back on the main map real quick. So,
I've been...
The stable is in between Stonehill and Barthen's, so you will pass by it, and there's an open segment in the front as the sun draws down where you can see, the general goods, tack and saddle, if you will, tack and harness, available to you.
I'd like to go in there and buy a saddle and food.
As you sort out your purchases, the Doug, owner of the establishment, comes up to you and he says, "You'll need bit and bridle as well."
For sure, dude, for sure.
Would you like saddle bags? Store your belongings.
How much would those be?
Oh, just another 4 gold. No drastic expense.
What would be the total of
Well,
of
do you want
everything?
a military saddle, a pack saddle, or a riding saddle?
What does the military saddle bring?
The military saddle is it has a higher back and some braced straps that will help you keep your seat in an active battle. It gives you advantage on any check you make to remain mounted. The riding saddle is higher quality leather saddle that gives you advantage performing feats of control of the mount. Say like you wanted to jump a thing or make a sharp turn, that kind of thing, you would want that.
Some of that warhorse shit, dude, jumping over the trenches?
Yeah, the pack saddle covers the cost of saddlebags. However, no advantage is conferred in any situation. It's just the very simplest saddle.
I want the riding one. How much would the riding one be, good sir?
10 gold for the riding saddle, 4 gold for the bags, and for the bit and bridle, you'll need another 2 gold. I can give you 15 for the whole package.
13, we got a deal.
Listen here, adventurer. You and your friends have already took me for good today. 15 or none.
How about 14?
I'll make you the same offer. 15, and I'll give you a week's feed. You can load onto your friend's wagon.
Sounds like a deal. I heard you also have chickens.
Oh, I got no chickens, friend. Boston's Provisions has all the chickens.
Oh, I'm still at the stables? I thought I was at Barton's Provisions.
I thought you were buying saddles and shit.
I thought you said I could see the saddles in Barton's
No,
Provisions.
what? You said you were stopping at the
Get
stable.
out of
Oh
here.
my god.
How much for the goat, too?
The guy doesn't have a goat.
You said the guy at the stables had a goat!
Oh, yeah, he does have a goat.
What are you starting a farm, dude? Jesus Christ.
9 gold for the goat.
How much for a cart?
15.
Let's make the cart. Well, you throw in free food for the goat, too.
Have you seen how much a goat eats?
I didn't ask how much he eats. I asked for free food.
What do you plan to do with this goat?
He's gonna fuck
What I
it.
do with this goat is of my own devices.
I don't think I trust you with my goat, sir.
I really want this goat. He's a.
Lady Garrell
He's a
says
fine
you're an
goat.
animal handler. You're lucky to take the pony.
I want the goat.
He refuses you service of selling you the goat. And he threatens
What
to
the
withdraw
fuck?
his
Why
offer.
is he? No, this is bullshit. Why would a guy in a meager ass town refuse gold for a goat? What does he give a rat's ass?
You're
They
an
just
animal
watch every-
handler.
Yeah, dude.
They
you
watch
are.
just blow the brains out of little kids.
You're an animal handler.
What is this moral gymnastics?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you are an animal handler.
Yeah.
Fine.
You handled an animal.
How much for a cart?
15 gold.
So the total is 30?
Yep.
Sounds like a deal.
Well, thank you, sir. And he sells you the cart and the goat. I mean, not the goat. He doesn't sell you the goat. He sells you the cart, the saddlebags, the bit and bridle, and helps you even put it all on your pony.
Alright, I like to go to Barthen's Provisions next.
How do you go on Barthen's Provision to Barthen's Provision? Do you ride your new cart and pony?
No, Roderick is handling all that.
No, he's not. He's at the Stonehill Inn.
You thought you was at the stables dealing with shit.
No, you're at the stables. He's loading up all y'all shit at the inn.
I hitched that shit right in front of Barthen's Provisions, okay? I'm not riding my pony yet.
Okay.
It's not the maiden voyage yet.
Okay.
I guess I enter into Barthen's Provisions.
You do so.
I hear you have chickens.
Yep, we got 3 chickens.
How much would be the 3 chickens?
Jesus Christ.
Why are you buying chickens?
I'm confused with this whole purchase, man. I love it.
D&D. What are the prices? What are the prices of livestock?
He's testing your ability as a DM, dude.
7 copper per chicken.
Are they soup chickens or are they egg-laying chickens? How do I know they're not cocks?
Well, you could stick your head up its cloaca and find out, or you could trust the butcher who sold it to you.
They're alive, right?
Yeah, live chickens, dude. It's just 3 fat, regular-ass chickens.
Is feed included with them? I hear there is a bargain in this town for a week's worth of food for every livestock you buy.
Not livestock, just horses and carriage. But I'll sell you chicken scratch 10 days worth. 5 copper.
Sounds like a deal. Do you also have weapons?
Sure don't.
Do you have any other animals?
Have a mule.
I know what Shade's doing, dude. I know what he's doing. Holy fuck! I just put together.
Chickens, mule.
Remember what he wanted to do with the rat? He couldn't do it with the rat. Now he's buying chickens, and he's gonna put weapons.
what are you
He's
trying
gonna
to do with the
tape
rat?
weapons to the fucking chickens and use the chickens as
Oh.
fucking animals. He's a new BM hunter, dude. He's trying to use chickens and pets. Riding a donkey for some reason.
A pony.
I'm riding a pony.
Great.
I guess I'll buy a mule.
He wants to be an animal handler.
Sir, do you have land in this town?
No, but I hear it's pretty easy to dominate this place.
What's that supposed to mean?
A guy with a freaking glass shaft in his ass ruled this place. It must not be too hard.
You know what? You're right rude. You sure you want to buy these chickens?
I sure do.
The word around this town is you're an animal handler.
Oh, who told you that?
Oh, Doug came over right as you were on your way with your little cotton pony.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you what, I'll sell you these chickens, but that's it. And the feed. You better take the feed. 15 copper.
14 copper.
Deal, but you're getting out of my shop.
Alright. What's the equivalence for silver to copper?
1 silver is 10 copper.
Alright, how does that work with the okay, never mind. So
Yes, for change, my dude.
yeah.
So how many coins
Alright.
do you give the guy?
I give him 2 silver, and then he gives me back 6 copper.
He gives you back 5 copper and smiles at you.
But it was 14, and it was...
Go on now, animal handler. Our business is concluded. And he saddles you with a 40-pound bag of chicken feed.
And my fucking chickens are all going in the cart. Hitching the cart
Okay.
to the pony.
Okay. How many? You had? Are the chickens in cages?
Yes, coops, or what? They're tied down, whatever the hell.
Tied down the chickens.
All right. So we'll say 40-pound chicken feed, 6 pounds of chickens in cages, and the cart itself is 200 pounds. Okay. What do you do
All right.
next?
Can I ask him, are any of these farms around town, do they raise, what do they raise? What do they grow?
You out for other people's animals? Is that it?
No, I'm about to go on a long adventure. And I'm
You
gonna
some
need
kind of
food.
rustler? We don't take to cattle rustlers around here.
So there is a cattle farm out here.
Best you be going now. And he closes the shop door and goes back inside.
Wow, people know you as like a molester and an animal diddler. How do you feel?
How do I feel? I feel like this is bullshit, dude.
Maybe you shouldn't animal handle and molest people.
First off, you can't molest a fully grown person, okay?
That's
Second
the
off,
worst quote that I've ever heard.
Yup. Not even gonna go there, Shade. What do you do next in character?
I'm going.
Throw your glasses.
Let's go to where do I want to go? Let's go to the woodworker.
Alright, as you How are you getting to the? You walking with your pony?
No, I'm on my trustful steed, dude, in my cart, my setup.
As you give your pony a little bit of the heels, it lets out a ponyish grunt and struggles to move forward.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
We
yes,
just
it
stated
does.
that a pony can take more than 15% of its weight, and a
Yes,
draft horse is 2,000.
the
Let's say the
ponies
pony
carry.
is 850. If it can carry more than 15% of its weight,
the
I don't weigh
ponies
more than
carry.
150. The
The
cart
ponies
only
carry
weighs
weight.
200.
The pony's carry weight is 225 pounds. The cart alone is 200. You got a 40-pound sack of feed in there and 6 pounds of chicken. And then you put you on it, which is at least another 100 pounds. Your pony's in a fix, my friend.
It's a black pony too. It's twice as strong as a white pony.
Nobody said
Yikes!
that. Yikes. All right, while you figure out how to manage your weight, we're going to go back to the boys who have left the sleeping giant. Where did you guys go?
You mean the rowdy cricks?
Yeah, the roadie crick.
The Roadie Ricks.
Alright, boys, how do you want to close out the night?
I just want to get some rest.
I'm gonna
Take-
go over to the town master's hall. Letter.
Wait.
What's at the Phandalin Miners Exchange? What do they sell there?
Would you like to go and visit?
Sure.
All right, so you guys consign to spend the rest of the night in Phandalin. Rhodey Rick has put up your packed carriage ready to set out for the morning in the stables. Liz heads down to the Phandalin Miners Exchange. As you enter, Halia looks up from her work. She says, "Near closing time, friend. Plus your friend's already been here today."
So sorry to bother. I'm just gonna leave.
Okay. Fare you well.
I'll just head back to the inn.
All right. The rest of you?
I'm going back. I'm going to sleep.
Oh, why'd you delete it?
Town master's hall.
Because I'm going to fix it. All right. What would you like to do at the Town Master's Hall?
See if you want the letters.
All right. As you approach Town Master's Hall, the light is growing dim on the horizon. Sunset nears. You find your friend Sildar and Harbin in a heated argument about what to do with Glassstaff. Sildar insists that Glassstaff must be returned to Waterdeep, a faraway city, where he can be prosecuted by the Lord's Alliance. Harbin says he should be hung here in town to set an example, that none may ever trespass ever again.
Do we know what he did to the Lord's Alliance? Did
Yeah, the thing
Sildor
is, I'm missing out. I gotta read all this, right?
did
I
Sildor
don't know what
explain what he did or anything? Because we did I wasn't there, right? I wasn't.
So far, no, that story has not been
Explain. Okay, just making sure.
explored
Okay.
at all.
What's the commotion over here, Sildar? I say to him. Oh wait, did we all go over there? Fuck.
Yeah,
I
go to
think-
one with me.
Okay.
Just trying to make heads and tails of how my friend turned into the worst man in Phandalin.
Have you started interrogations with him?
Not as of yet, no.
Do you need a hand?
Well,
Sure, we
Don't-
could be of use.
don't suppose I would turn it away, though I urge you, don't kill him. He is needed in Waterdeep for interrogation and a thorough inquiry into how one of our own could be corrupted. Truth, boys, I know not how we will even get him there safely. Are there remaining red band ruffians in the town?
We just came back from the Sleeping Giants, which we just claimed as our own as the roadie cricks.
Ah, that simply will not do, friend. This is a town of laws, you know. Ah, let me see. Harbin, what do you think? Well, they better pay the fee, Harbin says over to you all.
How much is the fee?
25 gold just for the processing, and I suppose, well, seeing as the owner has been dispossessed of all his Phandalinish properties, we'll waive that bit. 25 gold will be fine.
I hand him 25 gold.
He
Let me hand
accepts
it to him.
Oh, you hand it to him?
Cause yeah,
Okay.
I got it.
he accepts your offering and says it'll take a few days to get the paperwork rounded up, but for all intents and purposes, you're the owner of a small beat-down inn.
Where's Glassstaff so I can help with the interrogations?
He is in the town hall. Sildar will show you to him.
I'm gonna follow. Oh, before that, I hand the letters over. Say I found them.
Sildar looks through the letters quickly and says, "These are a grievous, terrible thing to behold. I will do my best to inform the families of what you found, and hopefully any surviving young ones of the Red Brands will be reconnected. There's much work to do in the wake of their violence and thuggery, but it gladdens my heart that you are all attempting so much." And then he tucks the letters away in his satchel and leads you guys back to Yarno.
As we're walking back, I was like, "I'll let you do the talking. I'll do the dirty work."
Sounds good to me. What am I trying to find out?
I don't know, you guys wanted to interrogate him.
Yeah,
Uh,
but for what purpose was it?
he said he wants to find out what corrupted him, and then also we want to know, like, what was their business, what were their plans. I don't know, just classic shit, right?
Yep. So, as you guys approach the simple jail cell, just iron bars driven into the floor and sealed at the roof, Yarno rises and, with a little flourishing bow, he greets you. He says, good evening, gentlemen. Come to visit me in my new luxurious accoutrements,
Actually,
accommodations. There we go.
yeah, we did come interrogate you. Brought the big green guy with me. Seems kind
Well,
of anxious to get his hands on you.
I have been forthwith with all of the information you have asked so far, and shall continue to do so in hopes that my sentence will be gentle.
Good. Keep it that way.
So,
Uh,
how can I help you, lads?
so
What?
what made you?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So what made you start? Uh, say that. Coming
Hmm?
out here. What was I doing?
Interrogating him, ask him a question.
About what? Why he went bad?
Yeah, just ask him what his motives were.
What were your motives?
Well, this lawless town needed the guiding hand of the Lord's Alliance. It's why I was sent here to offer protection and organization. However, as you can tell, they already had a power structure in place that was poor suited.
So you created a band of bandits and said that was law?
It was effective. Do you see bugbears roaming the streets, pillaging and looting as they like?
Kind of
No.
agree with. Shit.
Damn it, dude. I'm too dumb for this. Oh.
If you haven't noticed, friends, there is a greater threat to Phandalin than a couple of ruffians demanding protection money. All of that went to the children, you know.
Really wish I was here
Yeah, but I mean,
that day.
it doesn't excuse. I mean, you had children locked up in a cell in the fort that we released. Like, what?
Ah, they would have been well taken care of once we sent them where they belonged.
What was
You know the
bugbear
woman's...
food?
No,
I have a
of
question.
course.
Would they sell this guy goats?
No. What?
I just want to know since I'm so heinous. But
Irrelevant.
yet this guy has kids locked up.
He's also in a jail cell right now, mind you. Posturing about what he believes. Anyway, go ahead, Roland. What were you asking?
I said, what as bugbear food? And then you
No,
say,
of course not. They would have been servants in a finer land than anyone from Phandalin could ever imagine. But that's neither here nor there.
so it's
There
sex
are greater
trafficking?
servants, household cleaners, dishwashers, errand boys.
It's kind of funny that someone from the Lord's Alliance has fallen so low.
What would you know of civilization at all? Clearly, you're the most barbaric of all your
Beat his
little
ass.
gang.
His ass.
Can I like, uh,
Is he standing right now or sitting?
He's sitting in a chair, pretty luxuriously,
he's in a,
separated
Can
between
I
you
throw my
all.
dagger into his hand? It's not the.
I mean, you could assault the prisoner in view of Sildar,
He's in
if
here
you
too?
so
Shit.
desire. I mean, he's waiting at the entrance, yeah. He's not directly involved in the conversation, but he's watching.
Watch.
it is true. I'm not quite civil as you guys, but I know that harboring children is not a good thing and selling them for servants.
Have you come to simply berate me for my crimes? I'm sure the lawmen of this town or another will have me pay my due. The point you're missing, good sir, is that there is a greater threat to Phandalin, and
What?
in my absence, surely it will seize the opportunity to do harm.
And what
Tell
is
me
the
about
greater
this
threat?
greater threat.
The Black Spider. Do you know of the Dark Elves?
No. No,
History
I don't.
check? Should we do a history check?
Yeah, I don't know. Should we? Do I?
Yeah, give me a history check.
Oof.
Both of you know what the word Dark Elf means. You know of the race of Dark Elves, but you don't know too much about them other than that they are, in the north, considered worse than orcs. Evil creatures that come in the night to take from towns. They're not brutal necessarily, but they are deadly. And their aims often mysterious. Whereas an orc might plunder a farming village for its livestock, what the Dark Elves come and take is usually of undiscernible value. That is to say, magical or historical in nature, but not well known to the peasants why they would want those things. That's about it. So anyway, Iarno replies, "I'll assume you know little of Dro's specific activities. Over the last millennia or three, they have bitterly engaged in war with their fair-skinned, surface-dwelling brethren. The Black Spider is one of their most promising lieutenants of raiders, and he has his eyes set on Phandalin and the Spell Forge.
Spellforge.
The Forge of Spells. Surely you know. Do you not travel with Gundren?
I
It
look
is.
over to Sildor, puzzled.
He's told you guys about the Forge of Spells.
Oh, has he? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Uh, the he Yarno repeats himself though. He likes to hear himself talk.
Okay.
The Forge of Spells is what lies at the heart of the Pact of Phandelver, in the mines lost time and time ago. It is used to create magical artifacts and items, and if falling into the hands of the Drow would allow them to build gods know what. A surface kingdom? Started from the small town of Phandalin? Regardless, I've done my best to waylay his efforts, even if you disagree with my method.
Why didn't you raise the youngins as soldiers instead of ruffians?
Were they not soldiers? What they called themselves mattered little to me. What mattered was brotherhood. Of that they were a part. If you guys are feeling a little bit lost in the
I am lost.
web of Iarno, you can give an insight check.
All right, I'm gonna do an insight check. I'm done.
Ozog, you know what he's doing right now because you've had to do it yourself before. Whenever a criminal does a crime, he has to justify it to himself. And the best ones can convince anyone that they were acting with good intent.
Alright, Gordor. He's lying, I definitely need to get physical with him at this point. Can I go and try and persuade Sildar to leave the others?
Give me a persuasion check. Sildar raises a hand to you and says, "Listen, friends, I know what he says seems convincing, but at any time he could have made report to the Lord's Alliance. Surely this man has fallen to greed and cowardice, else he would have gone through the proper channel. I know now the truth. You need not beat him. I will have him sent to Waterdeep."
How close is he? Is he in reach of me or no?
You could probably reach through the bars and get him. Give me an attack roll. I would say give me a d20 plus your strength, though. It's just a strength check.
Okay, sure.
You manage to shoot a fist through the bars with surprisingly quick speed, and you catch Yarno off guard, grabbing him by the collar.
Oh, I was actually just gonna punch him and just walk away.
Oh,
Oh, well, now you got him in your hands.
well,
New scenario.
Well, I guess I'll just grab him and punch him with the other hand.
you punch him. Sildar lets out a quick, soft, "God, oh!"
And then I just let him
And
go and I
shakes
walk
his head.
away. Just because he needed something, right? He just needed a good bob.
Sildar claps you on the shoulder as you pass by and says, "Would that we were all free to give in to our rage." And heads back into the cell to check on him. What else would you guys like to do?
That's it.
I'd just go back to the end, I guess.
I go to sleep.
All right, so this pretty much concludes tonight's session. Got a lot of role play in, a little bit of experience here and there. Hopefully, you guys take the time to familiarize yourself with your mechanics, new class features, Paragon choices, and such. Shade, I think you get to choose your specialization if you haven't yet, and I will send you the contents of the letter at my next convenient timing, but definitely before the next session.
Oh, we're done?
Yeah, I mean it's 6 o'clock. We got what, roughly 2 to 6. Roderick isn't here, and I imagine you guys will be setting off to Thunder Tree at the start of the next session. So I'm gonna have to make up some more resources and road stuff before you guys do that.
Okay.
But
4 hours
as
went by
I
really fast. What the fuck?
yeah, it did. It seemed to. I believe though that everybody should be back at the inn now, or at least nearby. Oh,
I think
Shade.
so.
Shade and his pony.
His army of chickens.
Wait, do we get to make fun of him?
I mean, if you want to. I don't know where Shade is right now, though.
Oh, I'm here, but you guys don't know that I have an army of chickens yet. You have not seen me with my army of
You're gonna
chickens.
hide
Are you
your
gonna,
army?
you gonna buy little daggers and tape it to their heads or something?
Fucking no, dude. I'm training them for kill command right now.
I know you are, dude. I knew you were doing, dude.
I'm getting that
I
fucking
figured
goat,
it out, dude.
I am getting that goat.
Are you gonna steal it or what?
I'm gonna fucking kill the guy.
What? You can't just
No.
you can't just openly murder someone in town.
I mean, you can, right?
I guess we just killed 2 children in a fucking bar or whatever, right?
I'm gonna
And
walk
water.
my ass back to the Roadie Cricks, dude. Get one of those red coats, hop that bitch on, fucking 360 no scope, fucking that guy.
Wait,
Oh my
Fucking
God.
get my goat.
wait. Okay, so if we actually establish an inn and people come to us and can we actually make profit off our inn?
Yeah,
off
can
our
I
inn?
supply it with like?
Yeah,
I
I
own
mean,
it technically, right? I bought it.
Oh, it's so crazy. Shade's getting all these animals. It's a good investment. Oh, but now let's start an inn.
Hey, dude, you got an inn, dude. You can store your all this shit.
Oh, such bullshit right here. A fucking pony can carry fucking 19 stones. That's 322 pounds.
dude, I looked at the 5th edition fucking PHB readout for how much the pony can carry. Okay?
There's a difference between what he can carry and what he can drag, though. And since he's pulling a cart, it would